Yo, it's your boy Marita boy. I'm back up in this thing, man. Listen. Y'all miss me? Boy, I know y'all miss me, boy. They say absence makes the heart grow fonder. So I know y'all probably love me now because I've been gone for a little bit, but I'm back like herpes. Your boy Marita back like herpes, man. And we gonna go in tonight, man. Herpes. Your boy Marita back like herpes, man. And we gonna go in tonight, man. 1 second, y'all. I got something to do. Okay, there we go. Salute, Denise. Salute. I'm back. We gonna go in tonight, y'all. Just chill. Just give me a second. Now give me a second. We going in tonight. We going in. I'm going in. It's a lot of topics that I ain't got a chance to speak on. So y'all know y'all, boy, y'all know I'm known to give y'all 10-hour lives. I probably give y'all about 4-5 tonight. We're gonna get through a lot on. And don't get it twisted. I have been paying attention to what's been going on in these streets. But I just been moving around, spending time with my kids, you know what I'm saying? With my grandbabies, things of that nature. I had to unplug for a little bit. I had a situation I had to get situated in real life. You know, this is the internet world, but at the same time, though, you know, we got real life. You know what I mean? We got to unplug for the matrix sometimes. And you know, that's why I posted a little picture earlier, let y'all know your boy good, man. Your boy's still looking good. Your boy doing fine. Shout out to those who reached out to me to check on me to see if I was okay. That's real yeah. And that's what I enjoy that. I enjoy when y'all check on me and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? And I check on you guys as well, you know what I'm saying? But this go round, I just was taking a little time to unplug, get couple things situated in real life, get a couple ducks in a row, and spend some time with my children, my grandbabies. Um, and if y'all been following me on Instagram like y'all supposed to be, Marita Boy One, MERITABOY with the number one on the end, you would have noticed and would have knew exactly what I had been uh doing you know, in life or whatever, and you would have knew that your boy was all right. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that you guys that don't follow me on Instagram but be following me on Instagram after the night so that you can stay in contact with me. Because even when I don't go live, I still post pictures on Instagram. I still, you know, mess around on social media. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all done found my real Facebook. You know what I mean? And shit, I had your ass on there, so you know what's really good. You know what I'm saying? Um, Shout out to my girl TN Bowens. Shout out to Miss Dane County. Shout out to Unspoken Crime Murders. That's my guy right there. Shout out to Chicks 1000, aka the Chick 1K. Hey, look, but I got some sad news to tell y'all, bro. I got some sad news today. But the news, um, what's going on here? I'm getting a lot of notifications here. The news kind of piggybacks on the story that I had told you guys a couple weeks ago. So if you remember that, I told you a story of my homie George, who had got murdered in a trap. He got shot in the head. You know, he was doing this thing. He was getting to the money. And some dudes robbed him, shot him in the head, killed him, right? I think they arrested somebody for it. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure somebody told me that. So 2 days ago, okay, I'm gonna break it down. I got to break this down for y'all. So listen to this, right? Real life is way more fucking crazy than any movie, right? So check this out. If you remember or not, this is how I'm gonna do this, so you guys can remember. I got y'all. Give me a second here. I'm finna help y'all out. I'm finna give y'all some visuals so you guys can remember. Okay. All right. What is that? I don't know what that is. What the fuck is that? We ain't gonna add that. That shit like what is that? The ring or something? All right. So if y'all remember, a couple weeks back I did a story on him, right? This is my buddy George. Know him a long time. he ended up getting murdered. He ended up getting shot in the head. Word on the street, bro. Was doing very well. I knew he was doing very well. Word on the street, he had about 90 of them things. And if you know what them things is, them squarey things, them white squarey things, you know what I'm talking about? They say he had about 90 of them motherfuckers. I knew him very well, very, very well. He helped me out a long time ago when we was out there hustling. So he's a real good guy, real good guy. He got shot in the head, murdered, robbed. This was about 3 months ago. I did a story on it. I did a little video on it, if you guys can remember or not, right? So check out what happened, right? 2 nights ago, this is his baby mama. His baby mama is our homegirl from the hood. She from the hood too, right? Her father is the guy that I told you that had the fake lottery ticket and fooled everybody to thinking that he had done won the lottery. Remember I told y'all that story? Remember I told you that he had all the dope boys fronting him dope and shit, all the girls in the hood fucking him and shit, and he really had a fake lottery ticket. He was lying to everybody, and he lied. This is her father. Richard is her father, right? 2 nights ago, this is my homegirl Worm. 2 nights ago, she was in a car wreck, right? They just pulled the plug on her today. She just passed away today. This little girl right here, this is her father. This is her mother. The little girl was in the accident as well. The little girl was in serious condition, but I think she's going to make it. She has a broken jaw from what I'm hearing, and she has lost both of her parents. She lost her father about 3 months ago to a murder, and she just lost her mother today to a car accident that she herself was in as well. Life is crazy, ain't it? So I just want to ask y'all to send some prayers to the family, to the friends, to the loved ones, and for this little girl, man, because she lost her mama and her daddy in 3 months. And look at her. She only like 3 years old, and she was in a car accident as well. She was in critical condition as well. If you cut on Channel 9 News in Orlando, Florida, scroll down, you'll see it. One of the cars caught on fire, all type of shit. So, yeah. So tomorrow I'll be going to a candlelight visual for her. So, yeah, man, shit crazy, man. Hit that like button on the way in. Your boy Marita sipping tonight. I got me a little joint, and we finna go in. We finna go in tonight. I'm sipping good, y'all. I'm sipping good. It was my daughter's birthday this weekend, y'all. So, you know, daddy had to do his daddy thing. She turned 22, and man, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I've been strung out for about a whole week helping my daughter plan her birthday party, plan each day, because you know now your birthday got to be about 3 days. So my daughter, so my daughter's birthday was Friday, right? My daughter was born September 13th, 2022, 2002, right? The significance of that day is Tupac died September 13th, 1996, which was a Friday the 13th. My daughter was born on Friday the 13th, 2002, September 13th. And this September 13th, this year just happened to roll around on Friday the 13th. So we had Friday, Saturday, and they gone out now to a club or whatever. I told them make sure they bring their back at home. Make sure they be at home at 2:15. She told me the club closed at 2. I said, well, you got 15 minutes to make sure you back home. You know these. You know I had to do my daddy thing and make a couple jokes. But that's neither here nor there. I was just telling y'all what was going on, what I had going on, and why I've been so busy or whatever. All right. Let's get into these motherfucking current events, these topics that's been burning me up. I know I ain't been on the internet, but let me tell y'all something. I've been, goddamn it, wanting to speak my piece on a lot of this shit. I've been writing it down, all the topics that I want to cover, and we're going to get into them tonight. Shout out to my girl, the Chick 1000, a.k.a. the Chick 1K. Shout out to Denise. Denise say, ooh, That's a lot. Yeah, it is. For real, it's a lot, man. God bless that little girl, man. God bless that little girl. I swear, shout out to Renata. Shout out to Anonymous Ones too. And my boy nephew for real and SLK and Audio Crack 22. All right, let's get into this now. What y'all want to talk about first? Y'all want to talk about Peewee Longway? Hold on. Yeah, because I want to say something about I was just looking at Seti Nash video that he just made on who the fuck said he made a video on? Oh, he just made a video on YSL Mondo. I was watching the video, dog. Hey, look, let me tell y'all something. This gonna be real quick here. Yeah, I might need to tag Seti. I gotta talk to Seti. You know, me and Seti, we cool. We cordial. You know what I mean? Seti know who I am. I know who he is. We done had conversations on what this shit is? Triple Threat when I was over there. I got much respect for Seti. Truth be told, when I started blogging, Seti Nash, King AK-47, who else I watched? Street News TV. There was like the three that I paid attention to the most before I started blogging. So salute to Seti. But Seti done bumped this motherfucking head. Yeah. Shout out to J6's. Shout out to Jay. Yeah, it is. Actually, I'm getting the paperwork sometime soon here, and we're gonna go over the paperwork because the Dolph case is very confusing. But let me run this by this little shit while it's on top of my mind about Seti. I don't know what's up with Seti, man. But Seti act like he done bumped his motherfucking head. And I want to have a conversation with him if he want to have a conversation. Because I just don't understand, like, Seti been off on Seti used to damn near used to agree with like 80% of what Seti used to say. But Seti been off so goddamn much on his takes. I just wonder what's going on. I just heard Seti say tonight, and this ain't no disrespect, this ain't no beef, no nothing. But I would have a conversation because anything I can say behind your back, I can say in your face. So if you want to pull up, we can talk about it. Because I got to understand what the fuck, how he get this rationale. I just heard Seti say that he's saying that YSL Woody is not a snitch. Shout out to Anonymous One. I just talked to you. Shout out to Renee. I just heard Seti say YSL Woody is not a snitch in his opinion. Now, everybody entitled to their opinions. You know what I mean? Everybody entitled to it. But let's just break this shit. Like what J May say, let's start there. Listen, bro. You can have your opinion, you can have your version of events, but after all that shit over with, you got the truth. And I don't give a damn how we spin this shit, flip it around. Woody is a snitch. Now, let me say this. I don't have a problem with YSL Woody. Hell, I like YSL Woody. Honestly, I don't want nothing bad happen to Woody. I don't have a problem with Seti Nash even hanging with YSL Woody. It's America. He can do what the fuck he want to do. But I do have a problem with him trying to spin a motherfucking narrative. What you trying to say that he ain't no snitch? That's a fucking lie. That's a bold-faced lie. And I don't give a damn what universe, multiverse we living in. We saw that nigga in there in the interrogation room telling on folks. So whether he your friend, associate, business partner, you cool with him, you like him, fine. That's all fine. But I'm not finna sit up here and let you sit up here and say that this nigga ain't no fucking snitch, and he is. Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, what are we doing here? See, and that's the problem. That's why I be saying, I be calling this shit out. If y'all been following this channel long enough, y'all know me. I fuck with my blogger peers, but I call them out here now. Y'all know I call them out. you got to be cognizant of what you're saying on this motherfucker. That's why I make sure that if I'm joking, I let people know I'm joking. If it's my opinion, I let people know it's my opinion. If I'm serious, I let people know it. I'm serious. You see what I'm saying? If I don't know something, I let them know I don't know something. But I ain't finna sit up here and tell y'all that the sky red and the motherfucker blue. So, said it. You saying Woody ain't a snitch is just fucking, what's the new word the kids using nowadays? Diabolical. It's fucking diabolical. The man is a snitch. You ain't got to hate him. You ain't got to not fuck with him. You ain't got to, it's a free country. You can do the fuck you want to do. I don't got no ill will towards a nigga. But you ain't finna tell me a chicken is a dog when I know that motherfucker a chicken. Know what I'm saying? For real. Shout out to Lil Crystal. This nigga sitting up here. I got to fire the joint up for this shit here. Y'all give me a second here. So, I know I go on the internet. I know people run and say shit. When the blogger says something about another blogger, people run and tell them. So I'm saying run and tell them. Because I would love to sit down and have a conversation with him and understand how the fuck his mind make him feel like YSL Woody ain't a snitch. Bro, that could be your friend, your homie, your associate, your business partner, and he still could be a fucking snitch. Like, you don't have to justify him telling in order for you to be able to fuck with him in your mind so you can say that you don't fuck with snitches. See, to me, that's what it is. I could be wrong. That's why I want to have a conversation. You saying he ain't no snitch, so you can say, and this is just my opinion, I could be wrong. That's why I'd rather have a conversation so I can get to understand how he came with this rationale. But in my eyes, it's looking like you saying that so you can say, I don't fuck with snitches. So you can justify fucking with Woody because in your mind, he ain't no snitch. Or, put this narrative together to where you can justify him fucking with you. Y'all fucking with each other, but he's still a snitch. Get the fuck out of here. We all saw them tapes. That nigga a fucking snitch, man. Do I wish any ill will on him? Fuck no. I don't care about that shit. I'm out the streets. I'm blogging on them niggas. But he's a snitch. Do a bad shit in the woods and wipe his ass with a fluffy white rabbit. All right, now let's move on. What we gonna talk about? Oh, Rich Homie Quan, because I ain't never get a chance to speak on Rich Homie Quan. Rich Homie, baby. Let me tell y'all something. Here in Florida, niggas, when Rich Homie died, all right, put it this way. I've been playing Rich Homie Quan for about a week and a half, nigga. On God. My children, my daughters, both of my daughters, been playing Rich Homie Quan. I'm talking about, I was surprised they knew Rich Homie Quan. I say, well, how y'all was when Rich Homie Quan came out? They was like, we was 10. I say, y'all know these goddamn songs like this? Man, I'm sure knew them songs better than me. Florida is sad that Rich Homie Quan is gone. But I saw some bullshit going on social media about Rich Homie Quan, about Erica Banks posted Rich Homie Quan after he passed, right? And people saying that Erica Banks shouldn't have been, doing that because if she was a side piece, she should stay in stayed in the shadows once he passed, right? Okay. And I asked why. I posted this on my Facebook. I asked why. And people were saying that out of respect for the family, for his girl, and his memory, right? And I started listening to it. I thought about it. I said, okay. But I don't all the way agree with that. Let me tell you why. Well, I ain't going to say I don't agree with that. I'm going to say I understand both sides. Rich Homie Quan, because not only did Erica Banks come out, a host of other women came out with pictures and shit with Rich Homie Quan, intimate moments and things of this nature. Also, when I was listening to Rich Homie Quan music this week, Rich Homie Quan was telling us how he was living. If y'all listen to that first motherfucker album, Still Going In, Rich Homie Quan telling you he was a womanizer. He liked different. He say, I bought my side whore house just so I can have somewhere else to fuck her. Like you gotta listen to, like, the nigga was telling you how he was living, right? They said that his homie in the house, or whatever, his brother, whoever was in the house with him, was getting on, his girl when he wasn't there sometime. That don't surprise me, even though that's a rumor. I'm just trying to put y'all, if y'all listen to Rich Homie Quan music, all the shit fit. If you listen to Pass Around, he said she bad as hell. We pass around like hot potato. Yo ho get passed around. If you finish with her, we gonna pass her down. Call the whole contagion by the way they getting passed around. Listen, I'm not saying Rich Homie Quan no Diddy shit going on, but I'm gonna say this. If you listen to that music, he telling you how he was rolling, and that shit line up with all these women and shit coming out after he dead. Now, my thing is this: if Erica Banks was disrespectful enough to be fucking on somebody else old man while he was alive, what make y'all think she is respectful enough to not post a nigga after he dead? Why motherfucker blaming Erica Banks and all the rest of these hoes that posted Rich Homie Quan? Rich Homie Quan is the real one who had fault here, because Rich Homie Quan was the one who was out here living this way, and so he is the sole culprit, if anything. And how we know the girl he was with, who was his girl or whatever, they didn't have some type of understanding, or maybe they was beefing about the shit. Who knows? But the point I'm trying to make is, it's unrealistic to ask a side chick or a side nigga or whoever to be quiet once the main squeeze is dead. Like, the nigga dead. The side girl don't give a damn about the main girl. Hell, some side people get off on having relations with somebody else significant other. Shit, she might have well busting a nut thinking about, oh, I'm fucking this girl, man. Trust me, I done talked to some women, and this is a thing. Also, it's definitely a thing with men. If it's another nigga old lady and a nigga get her, it's a conquest type of deal. It's a feather in the cap. It turns some people on. It shivers their tempers. Hit that like button. We going in tonight. We got a lot of topics. So that Rich Homie Quan shit, as far as the Erica Banks shit, let me hit the joint real quick because I'm going in. That Erica Banks shit, I don't fault her for that. I fault Rich Homie Quan for living that way. This is the byproduct of that. You know what I'm saying? So, because we never know when our last day is gonna be. So this is the way he chose to live his life. This is the effects of that. So all who was involved, this is the byproduct of that. So hey, Rich Homie Quan is the one who need to be blamed, not any of the side hoes. You know what I'm saying? He should have respected his girl to not be fucking with them hoes. That way, that shit would have came out when he was out of here. Now, let's talk about the death, right? Them motherfucking perks and fentanyl, bro. Bro, listen, let me tell y'all something. Let me hit the cup because I'm going in tonight because I owe y'all this. Oh, and I love y'all too. I love y'all, man. All y'all, I love y'all. Tanel, I love y'all. Crystal, I love y'all. Shout out to Kenny Presto, I love you. Chick, I love you. Nate said it, I love you. Audio Crack, I love you. Anonymous Ones, I love you. SLK, I love you. Slide Like Max, I love you. Denise, I love you. Know what I'm saying? All y'all, I love you. Renee, I love you. I love all y'all. I had to say that real quick because life is short like a motherfucker. Now, the motherfucking Percocets, this motherfucking fentanyl, Bro, this shit is the day. This shit is the worst shit I've ever seen. And y'all talking to a former street pharmacist, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. This shit done broke up so many motherfucking homes and took so many, took so many, took so many motherfucking loved ones and shit from their friends and family, dog. And these people ain't bad people, bro. Bro, some of these people that motherfucking take these perks, bro. They regular, you know, they ain't even motherfucking criminals or nothing. Bro, a lot of people that take perks, bro, they just regular motherfuckers, you know what I mean? They just got an addiction. But I'm just saying, like, everybody that take motherfucking perks ain't criminals like that. You feel what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying this, because I want to put a face on the people, or I want to humanize the people who've been losing their life to this drug, this thing, this monster that's destroying our community called fentanyl and opioid crisis, right? A lot of these people that's losing their life and OD into this shit, bro, it's just young kids, even older people, but they just want to get high, bro. Like, I know how we look at getting high. That's cool. I'm getting high right now on this motherfucking J. But I just want to let you know, like, these people ain't all unsavory characters, bro. It's young women, beautiful young women that take them shits looking enchanting. And she lost her life. It's a lot of people that ain't even famous that's done lost their lives to this monster, bro. And this shit scary, dog. This shit scary, bro. This shit scary than a motherfucker because almost everything got that shit in it now, bro. Y'all talking to somebody used to pop X when the ecstasy was the popular thing in the early 2000s. I don't pop it no more. But I'm saying I did my fair share. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was scary. But now shit even more worse. Like almost, bro, listen. The meth killing people. And that shit have fit in it. Perks is a very popular drug. I actually never took a perk. You know what I'm saying? If I did, I would tell you, but I didn't. Because I saw the commercials got me. When I saw them opioid commercials and shit, plus I don't like needles and shit, and I always associated perks with heroin, and that's just a line I just ain't crossing. You know what I mean? And to those who have, I wish you could get help. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't judging y'all because while I'm sitting there talking, I'm smoking a motherfucking joint too. So one thing about it, Marita boy ain't gonna never look down on y'all. For real, I fucks with every one of y'all. Y'all humans and y'all people, and we all go through shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got somebody that they love that's addicted to some type of drugs. That don't make them not human. You know what I mean? Them that's our motherfucking people, and they going through something, and they gotta wanna stop that shit first before we can help them. You know what I'm saying? But with this Percocet shit, with this opioid shit, with this fentanyl shit, this shit scary, dog. I ain't gonna tell. I heard a little story a couple months back that they had that shit they found that shit in marijuana and all. You know, my daughter just lost one of her best friends to a fentanyl overdose, and they didn't even know that the little girl popped perks. I'm talking about this was like maybe a month ago. This little girl just died, OD, and it was a big thing as to people thought people was lying. When they found out what she died of, first they were saying that somebody gave her slipped it to her, and then they were saying that she never did this type. Like my daughter was telling me, she was like, Dad, that girl did not do Percocets. Now, do I believe the girl that knew Percocets? Fuck no. I believe the girl did Percocets. I believe she just hid it from certain people. So when she died of the fentanyl overdose, they was, had a lot of questions like, damn, did somebody sneak it to her? Was it a mistake or was it they was all confused. And the point I'm trying to make is that shit been hitting real close. And the people that's been passing from this shit, they ain't all just crackheads like in our minds we envision these people as crackheads. No, This little girl, my daughter friend, this girl was like, my daughter 22, so this little girl got to be like 29 or 19. I don't know the little girl, but my daughter do. And she just lost her life to a fentanyl overdose. You see what I'm saying? Just want to hang out and party, you know, probably around some friends, and she see that they done been taking these perks and they've been feeling good and peer pressure and influence, and she started taking them and probably nothing happened to her. She probably felt good and, you know, oh, this is cool, this fine, and fucked around and got that wrong pill or that wrong dosage, or and it was over. Similar to what we think happened with Rich Homie Quan. You gotta stay at nowadays, bro. You got to stay off these type of drugs, bro. Yeah, but weed don't unalive you. I agree. It is sad out here, Crystal. So yeah, so I'm gonna just say this, my nigga. I'm gonna move on because we got a lot of topics to get through. With this fentanyl shit, dog. With this fentanyl shit, it just I'm gonna just be honest with you. I never seen fentanyl a day in my life. I don't know what it looked like, nothing like that. Honestly, you know what I mean. I've been out the game for about 10 years now. I'm out. Uh, but in my advice, just on the outside looking in and seeing what's going on, I would advise if you take any type of perks, any type of pills, any type of meth, it's time to quit. I'm gonna tell you a true story. When Rich Homie died, Quan died, I got one of my closest friends, my closest homies, right? I know he popped perks. On my soul, I called that nigga and told that nigga it's time to stop. If I'm lying, Lord, take the breath out of me and my children. I called him, I said, bro, I just see Rich Homie Quan die. He said, yeah, I seen that shit, my nigga. I said, bro, you know, I ain't trying to jinx you or nothing like that, my nigga, but I fuck with you. So I feel like my heart telling me to tell you, my nigga, it's time to quit, my nigga. You know what he told me? He said, bro, I quit 6 months ago, bro. I said, you did? He said, yeah. I said, okay. I said, that's real, bro. But my heart told me to tell you, my nigga, because I fuck with you and I don't want to lose you to no shit like that. And so I did tell him or whatever. But so it is what it is. But that's my advice on that shit right there. Rest in peace. Rest in heaven. A Rich Homie Quan still going in. It's a classic CD. I hope y'all been playing Rich Homie Quan music all week like I have. I'm telling you, because right here in Florida, where I'm from, people taking it. Like, people feel Rich Homie Quan came to Orlando and Florida and different cities and shit so much. To all my Facebook friends, well, a large portion of them had pictures with Rich Homie. Nigga, my timeline was flooded, nigga, with Rich Homie pictures, nigga. Nigga, you would have thought Rich Homie Quan was from my hood, nigga. Many of my friends had pictures with Rich Homie. What Krista said right here. She said, I saw a police officer pass out just from standing. Me too, Crystal. I saw that shit. I saw a video of that shit too. So, man, I ain't judging nobody, bro. One thing about it, everybody, I fuck with everybody. I love everybody. And I ain't gonna never look down on you for nothing that you do, my nigga, as long as you don't fuck with no kids and you don't take no woman chocha. If you don't take no Pinocchio and you don't fuck with no kids, I ain't gonna look down on you. We can work through all the rest of the shit, get some counseling, we can talk about the shit, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I mean? However it go, my nigga. But them the only two things that's a no for me. But other than that, I fucks with y'all. So, but rest heaven to Rich Homie Quan. My condolences to the family, kids, shit like that. You know, that's why, let me tell y'all something, bro. That's why listen, I know my platform ain't big as some others, my nigga, but I know I got what it takes to do this shit. Plus, I love doing this shit. But I know, you know, it's a reason to the it's a reason why I'm doing this shit. And that's why I tell y'all what I tell y'all, my nigga. And that's why I talk the way I talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, life is short. Life is short. When I talk to y'all real shit, dog, I hate to say it like this here, but I be talking to y'all as if tomorrow ain't promised, because it's not promised. So when I leave y'all with whatever I'm telling y'all, I want y'all, I want to convey the information that I feel like I want to convey, like this might be my last time speaking to you guys. And I hope that I live forever. You know what I mean? And I hope you guys live forever, but we know that's not the reality. And even vice versa. Some of you guys, you know, at some point this is gonna happen. At some point, we all got to leave here. So that's why I make sure if y'all listen to me or not, that's why I tell y'all to follow me on Instagram. That's why I tell y'all to DM me. Because I don't know how they rock on them other channels, but I be wanting to know what's going on with y'all. Because we be connected here on this channel. So if something happened to y'all, goddamn it, I want to motherfucking know. If something happened to me, I want y'all to motherfucking know. You feel me? You know what I mean? This shit bigger than just blogging and shit like this. So we got like a family vibe over here. Shit, if you don't come in my chat in a while, and me and you friends on Instagram, I'm jumping in your DM and asking you everything okay, and y'all do that for me. That's how we rock over here. Know what I'm saying? Real shit on everything. So, but rest of it, Rich Homie Quan. Let's move on. Still going in. One of the hardest CDs that ever came out of Atlanta. And Rich Homie Quan made his mark um, with the conspiracy theories. People talk about, do I believe that them people did something to Rich Homie Quan? No, I don't. I'm going to tell y'all another thing too. Shout out to my blogging friends. I fuck with y'all. I understand. You know, what y'all be doing and y'all be trying to get y'all coins and shit like that. But one thing about Marita, I'm not finna be spinning no fake ass theories that I don't believe in. Like with the Trump shit, we went down a conspiracy theory hole, but we had some things that made us think that it was feasible and plausible to entertain such thoughts. But I ain't just finna just out the blue just make up no shit just so I can get some clicks, likes, and views from y'all. No, I'm not finna do that. If I felt like it was a conspiracy and people did something Rich Homie Quan, then I would say, but I don't. If you do, that's fine. And shit, you know, that's cool. I'm just telling you I don't. So that's why I'm not speaking on it in that fashion. When I looked at the whole situation, I could easily see how that woman could feel like he was just sleeping. Hell, my auntie died like that. My auntie died she went to sleep on my grandmama couch. And in the morning when everybody got up and my grandma went to cook breakfast, they noticed she was still asleep on the couch. So everybody walking around in the house still talking. You know, old people get up early. Grandma cooking shit. My uncle decided to like, damn, Liz still asleep. Went to shake her. She wouldn't wake up. They realized she ain't waking up. Went to fill on her, did the post, found out she had no pulse, did CPR, called the ambulance. She was dead. She died in the sleep. So I could see how, you know, your old lady could come out and see you sleep on the couch and put some cover on you. Shit, I done had my girl do me like that. I don't want to sleep on watching a movie or something in the front room so I don't wake her and the kids or whatever and don't sleep on the couch. And then in the morning time when she take the kids to school, I wake up and I got cover on me. I don't even know how the cover get there. You feel me? So, you know, Jay say that shit real. Lost my auntie the same way. That's what I'm saying, man. Rest in peace to her, man. My condolences to you, gang. Renee say, Rich Homie Quan's a very nice person. Met him once. He's always been in my playlist. One of my favorite rappers, along with Tupac and Dolph. I'm still fucked up about this real legends. For real. I fuck with all of those artists that you said. I fuck with them. All of them. All of them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, rest in heaven to Rich Homie Quan, man. And damn, I wish bitch would have never invented fentanyl or opium or none of that shit, dog. Cause it destroyed so many families, my nigga. All right, what else we gonna talk about? I want to talk about YBC Duel for a second, and then we gonna spin YBC Duel into hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. We gonna spin YBC Duel into hold on, y'all. I'm gonna put another picture up of my homegirl who lost her life, dog. Just so y'all could see how beautiful of a young lady she was, dog. She had children, my nigga. Let me see. Hold on. I didn't want y'all to see. I'm repping for her tonight, y'all. So if y'all wonder why she on the screen, I'm just repping for her, dog. You know, I'm repping for her. Her name was Worm, by the way, y'all. Her nickname was Worm. So this is my homie. She lost her life, dog. She left her beautiful daughter behind, dog. Shout out to Worm. Um, hit that like button. Oh yeah, YBC Duel. So we all know Mr. Disrespect for YBC Duel. He lost his life, got killed. We really, I'm gonna be honest with you. These guys that bring this type of energy back to themselves, such as Duel did, and let's just throw Fulio in there as well. Rest of it to them, but I'm just saying, we're gonna talk about the real shit. We gotta keep it real here. We don't feel as sympathetic to them losing their lives as we would if they wasn't out here uh playing chicken in the middle of the highway. You feel what I'm saying? And I understand this is somebody's children, somebody's baby, so I'm gonna try to be as respectful as I can. But we got to keep it real because we got to use these situations and learning experiences in order to save the ones that still heal. Right? Okay. So these YBC Duel, and Julio Fulio, and a host of others, the ones that be dissing the dead and doing all this shit they do, all this shit that we all think is dumb. At least here on this channel, we think the shit dumb. We don't feel as sympathetic towards them losing their lives as we would if they wasn't out here doing this type of shit. Right? So YBC Duel lost his life. And it comes out that he lost his life to a 16 fucking year old kid that's connected to other murders and other shootings, right? Why does this sound familiar? Because it's very familiar. Shout out to Leroy. It's very familiar with the suspects in the Julio Fulio murder, right? And I thought about this shit, dog. I thought about this shit. I wrote this shit down in my notes so that when I went live, I could talk about this with y'all. You have to understand what's going on around you, right? So whereas some of us done aged and matured, and we don't indulge in the things that we used to do no more, used to do before. You know, when you're young, you do young shit. When you get a little older, you know, you lay back, you chill. You get a different type of, you have a different idea of what having a good time is. You like to go on vacations now. You know, you don't like to go to the club and spend $1,000 or however much money, or $2,000-$3,000, whatever. Everybody wear designer now. So a motherfucker outfit might be a $5,000-$10,000 outfit in the club. We don't do we don't graduated past that. We'll rather go on a vacation where we can spend $3,000 or $2,000 and go on a vacation. So that money that you spend in the club tonight buying bottles that's overpriced and or in the strip club throwing money on girls that you ain't even gonna fuck. We'll rather just take our family, our girl, and our children, and we'll rather take them on vacations or cruises or shit like that there. Everybody done been to the Caribbean. You know what I mean? It's cheap to go to the Caribbean, goddamn. You can catch a goddamn Uber to the Caribbean. You feel what I'm saying? You can catch a goddamn cruise ship to the Caribbean. Shit. So I'm just trying to show you the levels to the shit, the maturity. Right? These new killers done mutated, y'all. Mutated. You know, like when we like to look back and say, well, when we was young, when we was coming up, this, and that, and this, and that. I have made an observation, and I know a lot of you guys have as well, but I'm gonna speak on it. These new killers done mutated. They is not like the ones that we saw in the past. You could kind of see a pattern of people going towards this type of lifestyle in the past. You know, you'll have a troubled kid in school. He'll get expelled for fighting. or bringing maybe a gun or a knife to school or something like that. He'll end up going to juvenile for various crimes, stealing cars, maybe batteries, maybe even a little shooting or whatever, possession of a firearm or something like that. Then he get out of jail, he graduates to robberies and this like that. Then after a while, he get an aggravated assault, and then he's a murderer, right? Kill somebody, right? This is normally, take out a few steps, is the normal progression of things that of these people. When I was outside the streets, you could kind of see the ones of your friends sometimes that would going to end up that way. Not all the time, but a lot of times. Nowadays, this is not so much, right? When you look at what the boy name, I think it's Gates, right? Is that the one that had all the shells and the bullets and the guns and the artillery and all this shit? He was connected to 7 other shootings, 2 other murders, right? The boy that killed YBC Duel was on the cover of fucking a magazine for track when he was younger. In less than 10 years, he went from on the cover of a magazine to fucking arrested for multiple murders. And do y'all know this was his first time fucking going to jail? This was his first time going to jail. This boy got fucking 2 and 3 bodies, several shootings, and this was his first time going to jail. I say all that to say this. Little Timothy that's in the room playing Fortnite, that got the waves that look like Alfonso Ribeiro, he might get straight A's in school. He probably done graduated. He's the nicest yes ma'am, no ma'am little kid inside his household. But outside in them streets, his name is Joe Killer Joe. Your little son, your little nephew, your little cousin, your little brother, that motherfucker could be a cold-blooded killer. And he ain't never been to jail. He ain't never disrespected you. He clean up his room. He's the nicest little kid in your fucking face. I'm telling you. And the reason why I'm telling y'all this shit is because we have to stay ahead of the kids. I always was one of the people, I always suspected my children was doing just a little bit more than what I knew they was doing. Even if they wasn't doing it, I made my mind think that they was, so I could kind of stay a little sharp ahead of them. You feel me? Like, I never was the one to, rarely, well, I ain't gonna say never, but rarely was I one of the, oh, no, not my kid. But most likely, most of the time, when somebody told me my kids were doing something, I just listen and I watch. Even if I didn't know they were doing it, I watch and I try to watch it, try to catch them. You know what I mean? I remember one little kid told me my son was cussing, and my son was like 7 or 8, and I was like, he cussing? I never heard a nigga cuss. He talked so proper and nice and respectful when I'm seeing him, till one day I fucked around and snuck up on him in a group of his little friends at the playground, and he didn't see me. Nigga, that nigga was cussing like a sailor in that motherfucker. I'm just trying to tell you. The reason why I'm telling y'all this, because I want y'all, we parents, a lot of us have children of our own, loved ones of our own, and I want to make sure that we do everything that we can to save these kids, because I don't want them out there doing nothing to your babies, and I don't want my babies out there, your babies out there doing nothing to my babies. And we can, and hopefully we can kind of stay tuned in and try to curb some of this shit. But I'm telling you, you cannot look at these kids no more and say, oh, he wouldn't do such a thing. If I would have seen Gaithright, if I saw Gaithright in Walmart, I would have not suspected that he got 7 goddamn attempted murders, 5 shootings, and 3 bodies. You couldn't have told me that. Just imagine if Gaithright was my little brother, or your little brother, or your little sister, I mean your little cousin, or whatever, your son. You're gonna be like, not him. He don't look like it. He don't look like Marita and them used to look when they were standing on the street corner when they was 15, 16 years old. He got good hair. He got waves. He goes to private school. That motherfucker got 3 bodies. It is a borderline psychopath. Is a serial killer. That motherfucker ain't never been to jail for so much as jaywalking, but he's a fucking serial killer. That little boy that killed YBC dude, they say got three. YBC dude will make 3 bodies he got. That little motherfucker is a serial killer and had never been to jail. I'm telling y'all this shit so we can stay on point. We make sure, you know what I mean? Like, I want y'all to understand what's going on while you're walking from the grocery store with your little cart and you put your groceries in the goddamn trunk, and it's about 9 at night and you just, nothing can happen to me. I lived here for 20 years and here come one of these little motherfuckers out the cut and trying to rob you for fucking $3. And that's another thing I want to say too. They are doing this shit without no rhyme or reason. Like, you know, say you're the type of person who don't carry cash, right? So you'll be like, because I don't really carry cash. So you'll be like, oh, ain't nobody gonna rob me. I don't carry cash. Or say you don't really look like you got money at all. You know, you got a regular car, regular job, and you be like, oh, no, nobody gonna rob me or try me. I don't got nothing. Bullshit. I'm telling you, like, these guys, this new generation, these mutants that I'm telling you about, they'll do it for nothing. I just saw a video of a dude and his girlfriend walking to an apartment. 5 seconds later, you see the dude and the girl, nice looking girl too, running out of the apartment. They done went to the apartment, killed the nigga for some weed, and left the goddamn weed in the apartment. Both of them running. So this nigga is going. This nigga went and killed the nigga with his girlfriend in a broad daylight, like it wasn't nothing. Just like or the nigga Gutter Zay, the nigga that allegedly killed Julio Fulio, took his girlfriend with him to kill Julio Fulio. You can't make this shit up. The point I'm trying to make to you is, don't put nothing past nothing that's nothing nowadays, y'all. You ain't safe no motherfucking well. You ain't safe going to the garbage can. You ain't safe. The little kid that you knew all your life that used to play with your son and he spent the night over your house and all of that shit, suspect that little motherfucker too. I'm telling you. It's that bad out here. And when you look at all these stories that we see, these guys ain't doing it trying to get away. They just doing it. You feel me? Like, they'll kill people and it ain't even thought out. You know what I mean? They just do it. And I'm telling you this shit so you won't feel like you safe anywhere. And that could save your life. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you this shit now. I'm just saying too much senseless killing. And it don't got a rhyme or reason. It ain't got a, oh, well, I'm trying to rob them. They got money. I saw them with money. No, they'll kill you for $20. Yeah, for sure. You seen what the boy said when he killed Julio Fulio? What did he say? He sent a text message. Now my thirst is quenched. Fuck, nigga, you finna go do life. That shit crazy, dog. I'll move on though. Shout out to me, to you. She said they want to get caught for the clout they get from it. For real, TN. Like, that shit crazy. All right, let me move on. That shit been on my mind though. I don't want to tell y'all these little motherfuckers done mutated. I don't give a fuck if they your kin people or not, dog. You know what I'm saying? I know we all will be talking about free Ray Ray and free Pookie, but let's just be honest, dog. Some of our kin people, they ain't good people, dog. And they did some fucked up shit to some people. You know, not all of them, but some of them. All right, let's move on. Let's talk about this Shannon Sharpe shit, y'all. Free thug. Let's talk about this Shannon Sharpe shit, y'all. What in the motherfucking world of niggerdom that I fucking run across. I fucking woke up to hear fucking Shannon Sharpe, speech impediment having ass, moaning on a fucking video, like with the phone like facing the fucking ceiling of the floor or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck is like that when I see that Shannon Sharpe shit, that shit, I was gonna come back, right? That shit made me stay off the internet another 4 days. I was like, man, I ain't got time for this bullshit, this fuckery. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I like Shannon Sharpe's commentary. I watch sports very, very often. I'm a sports guy for sure. I watch ESPN and shit like that religiously. Um, so I'm a fan of Shannon Sharpe, right? Um, like a lot of his takes, agree with a lot of his takes. So when I seen that they was calling Shannon Sharpe zesty or gay or whatever a little while back, I was one of them people in my mind. I was like, man, okay, gay, okay, zesty. I like, man, okay, zesty. Now it's the fan in me now, y'all. I'm a sports fan. I'm a fan of Shannon Sharpe. So I'm like, man, okay, zesty, okay, gay. Even though I know he got the speech impediment, you know what I'm talking about? But you know, I'm like, okay, gay. Let me tell y'all something. When I heard that motherfucking audio of Unc in there grunting, talking about, ooh, Michelle, you want my social security check, Michelle? Ooh, ooh. Whatever the fuck he was saying, ooh, blah, 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 whatever he was saying over there. Listen, I knew right motherfucking then. Oh, this shit ain't real, my nigga. You can't try that shit with the thugs, my nigga. Like, bro, it's the internet. We undefeated, my nigga. Like, bro, the shit you would have had to do to mistakenly go live is like, get the fuck out of here. Who the fuck is fucking around with live right before they finna go to pound, beat a bitch breaks off them? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and y'all talking to somebody who got a couple sex tapes out there, y'all. You know what I mean? I ain't always gonna be a blogger, y'all. You know what I mean? You know, I done had several relationships with freak nasty women. And yeah, so when that shit ever pop off and Marita get big and that shit pop off, hey, I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, that's me right there. Yeah. You see that scroll? Yeah, boy, everybody. Yeah, that's me right there. Yeah, I made my son on that video right there, y'all. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. But this shit what Unc had got going on, that shit faker than a song, bitch, dog. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Unc gayer than a bitch, dog. And I hate to say this shit, dog, because I'm a Shannon Sharpe fan, dog. But when I see you sitting courtside with the dude that's a member of the alphabet community, I don't say nothing. You say that's your stylist, that's your nephew, abadooble, or whatever the fuck you say it was. I give you the benefit of the doubt because alphabet community people are welcome here. Marita boy is not homophobic. I don't give a fuck what you do in your bedroom. That's your business as long as they don't involve kids and taking something from somebody or hurting nobody. I'm cool with that now. That's your business. You know what I mean? It's 2024. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna crack on you, but I don't give a fuck. Really, I don't. You content, nigga. So anyway, when I heard this bullshit, I'm like, oh, come on, this shit so lame, dog. Listen, bro. Listen, let me tell you something. In my opinion, I could be wrong, but this is just what the fuck I think. I think faked the whole shit because it bothered him that people was calling him gay, right? And when I seen that and when I thought, I thought to myself, why would one go through so much to prove they ain't motherfucking gay? Because listen, let me tell you something. I done been called zesty, right? Like I don't like one time. Oh, y'all sipping, y'all. So this shit funny to bitch, right? One time I was on it, I see a motherfucker post in the chat. Marita boy zesty, so I block him right. That's cool. I don't mind that. That's funny, right? But the funny shit, swear to God, I was watching King AK-47 live maybe like 3 nights later, and I seen the same nigga in King AK-47 chat saying, Marita boy zesty. Nigga, this ain't even my channel. This ain't even my motherfucking chat. This nigga all the way over there saying that shit. I was dying laughing. You know what I mean? I say all that to say this. If you ain't zesty, you say what you say, my nigga, but you don't be trying to prove shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not out here finna, just cause a nigga called me zesty in a chat, I'm not finna be out here faking a fuck. I'm not finna be out here faking a fuck scene just to make you motherfuckers think I like pussy. Nigga, I like it. I don't give a damn what you think. This the internet, bro. So when I seen Unc went to this extreme to get a Paramount Picture Warner Brothers what they call it, production of a fake fuck scene in order to motherfucking make us think you getting some pussy. Right then, red flag. That shit went to flashing all in my mind. I say, man, Unc Gad in a bitch, dog. I'm just telling y'all. And I hate to say that shit. And it's just my opinion. But I don't give a fuck. That's why I got my platform. That's what I say what the fuck I want to say here. And this shit just strange to me. Because the video, I just don't believe that was an accident. It just, I'm with Cameron on this shit here, y'all. Hit that like button, hit that like button. Marita boy going in tonight. That shit fake, dog. So I thought to myself, why the fuck would Unc fake that shit? Unc, if you getting pussy, nigga, you getting pussy. Like, well, you don't got, you a man. That's what I assume everybody gets some pussy. You know what I mean? I was walking down the street the other day and I stepped over a bum, and guess who he had laying beside him? His old lady, right on the sidewalk. Nigga, the bum and his old lady was on the sidewalk. Even that nigga was getting some pussy. So he got a fuck thing going on. So I assume that every man that wants to chocha is getting it. So you ain't got to fake a fuck scene on to convince me. So why would you do that? You trying to hide something. That's how my mind works. Jump in the chat and let me know if I'm fucking, like, you know. But this is how my mind works. Cause that shit was weird, yo. And you talking to somebody, you know, I'm a blogger. I like tea. I like this type of shit. That's why I speak about it. That's why we matter of fact, let me change that. We like this type of shit because you motherfuckers are just as nosy as me, because that's why we here. We some nosy motherfuckers. I'm just gonna admit it. You know what I mean? I ain't scared to admit it. So I like this shit. I like when motherfuckers get caught fucked up like this here. I got to keep it real. This is what we do. But you can't fool us, my nigga. I ain't finna just be, that shit was fake, you ain't had pussy since pussy had you. You know what I'm saying? When I went back and I looked at that photo when he jumped out the back of that goddamn Ford Tahoe, looking like a bow-legged rhinoceros. When he got out that goddamn Ford Tahoe, that Tahoe looking like a bow-legged rhinoceros in that goddamn with that goddamn green jumpsuit on. Man, listen. You and that speech impediment got some explaining to do, You know what I mean? You and that motherfucker, them big ass speech impediment, them big ass lips and them big ass teeth. Y'all motherfucker need to give us an excuse and not that bullshit talk about, oh yeah, I told you, Ocho, I be getting it in. Man, you kiss my ass. You wasn't getting a fuck thing in, nigga. Nigga, you was sitting in a chair, and the lady was sitting in the chair, and you was over there giggling, griggling, faking like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Man, get the fuck out of here, Unc. Nigga, I'm a Unc, and I don't even sound like that when I'm fucking. Get the fuck out of here. Nigga, you can't fool me. You can't fool us. And then, you know what really fucked it up? They tried to sell this shit to us. Them motherfuckers. I know y'all miss Marita. Motherfucker, I'm back. I'm back, goddammit. The next motherfucking night, them bitches had a motherfucking roast. Well, you had Kai Cenat, Cam Newton, and all of these people on Club Shay Shay. And they was roasting Shannon for the fake leak fuck tape getting out. Man, you kiss. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I ain't never claimed to be the realest nigga walking, but I'm gonna tell y'all something. Marita boy up there in the top with the realest bloggers. Cause I keep it motherfucking real over here. You know what I mean? There's some real niggas out here. I ain't only real nigga. But I'm one of them motherfuckers. You can kiss my ass because everybody don't talk like this shit here, dog. This nigga had a motherfucking roast, right? Trying to fool us, right? Into thinking, oh, oops, I slipped and y'all heard me getting some pussy. Abba-dooba-labba-dabba with them big ass lips with that speech impediment. And I'm a Shannon Sharpe fan, but fuck that shit. I'm finna rotisserie your bow-legged rhinoceros looking ass tonight, Unc. Marita boy back, bitch. Bruh. They had a roast where they had other people on his fucking platform roasting him for the fake fuck tape getting out. And they think that shit gonna fly with us. Bitch, listen, let me tell you something about the internet. A lot of motherfuckers here ain't got no lives. You got fat young people in their mama basement eating peanut butter jelly sandwich on computer all day looking for cracks and flaws and lies in your story and in your life, bitch. And we gonna find it, Unc. They already done found this so-called hoe that you supposed to been fucking on, this imaginary lady, right? Okay. This imaginary pussy you again. Now, check this out. They had a motherfucking a fake roast where they was supposedly be roasting him for him getting caught fake fucking. Man, bro, all that shit, it is an elaborate hoax to motherfucking cover up that goddamn Unc is a Saucy Santana fan. That's all I'm a motherfucker say. Listen, man. Unc, I was on your motherfucking side. I was motherfucking with a fault for your Unc. But when this fake fuck tape shit came out, you can't tell me you don't fart in the bathtub and bites the bubbles. You are a Fonzanoon. You fart in the bathtub and bites the bubbles and you giggle when you laugh. Unc. I'm sorry, you too clean. That's another motherfucking thing. That's another motherfucking thing. If you a real man, my nigga, a real what Tim the Tool Man tell you to say? If you real motherfucking man, my nigga, you gonna have some dirt on you sometime, my nigga. Shannon Sharpe is what we call punk clean. Well, excuse me, punk, because I ain't trying to offend none of my alphabet community people. Punk, P-O-N-K. Clean. The nigga punk clean. That nigga don't never look like he got no dirt on him. If you ever see somebody, listen, you know we got alphabet community people in our family, right? Just keep it real. Just keep it real. Next time y'all at Thanksgiving and y'all look at the motherfuckers, tell me them ain't some of the cleanest motherfuckers you ever seen in your life, nigga. All my punk, P-O-N-K, cousins is the cleanest motherfuckers. When I look at their face, I mean, we could be in the middle of the hood. Like, we could be in my auntie house, was the dirtiest fucking house in the hood. But them bitches emerge from the pile of trash in the clothes, and them bitches got a perfect edge. They eyebrows edge. They fucking face it could be hot. They don't look sweaty. They got the nice new like designer shit on. That's how Unc look. Unc look like he punk clean. I'm telling you this shit, y'all. Trust me when I tell you this shit. Trust me when I tell you. It's regular people clean, and it's P-O-N-K, clean. That's another level of clean. That's, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. I can't explain the shit, but we all got, you know, people in our family that we love and they part of our black community. And you know they is a lot cleaner than us. At least they look like it. I don't know why. I don't know what kind of soap they're using. Ivory, what is it, Dove secret potion or something. But them motherfuckers be clean. And when I look at Shannon Sharpe, he look punk clean. I'm telling you now. Look at him. Just look at him, man. Just look at him. I like this. I like fashion. I like looking good too. But look a little, you know. So let me get off man. Hey, look, Crystal say my gay cousins are clean and fuck and go to their house, they cleaner than me. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, the motherfuckers punk clean, bro. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you, hit that like button on the way in. Yay, far in the tub and bites the bubbles. You know that they'll call them funds and noons. Hey, look, Ocho said he heard us say he was going. Oh man, look, but that shit fake, y'all. Man, look, do me a favor, jump in the chat. Y'all tell me, what y'all think? Y'all think that shit real? I ain't gonna. That shit seem fake to me, dog. That's my real opinion. I could be wrong. It just, I feel like I feel use that shit as a beard. What they say when them dudes be having wives, but they be really low, they use them as a beard. He used that shit as a beard, man. Don't want no motherfucking. Don't want no women, dog. He don't want no women, bro. He don't want no women. And it hurts me to say that. It hurts me to say that shit, dog. And that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but that fake fuck take shit. That shit ain't. I ain't selling. It ain't selling for me, dog. And I mean, like, you shouldn't even did that fuck shit, dog. That shit lame and a bitch anyway. You know what I mean? That shit, it just came off lame, fake, all of the above, dog. And y'all know we some people, and let me be honest with y'all know what's right. Y'all know when the celebrity sex tapes and shit leak, y'all know we the first bitches to go see now. We want to see now. I know I do. I done seen all the celebrities fuck. All of them. As soon as the shit hit, goddamn it, I be looking. Listen, and we all know Twitter X is turned to Pornhub. They got better porn on that bitch than Pornhub. That's why I don't really go on Twitter like that. Cause I don't be trying to be like at work and shit, watching porn and shit. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm saying, Shannon Sharpe, this shit you came out with, dog. No, player. You know what would have came out better? I hate to say it, but what would have came out better if we would have, if the whole sex tape would have popped off? Like that would have been a little bit better. I'm gonna say a little bit, cause no, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. Not with you. You know what? Now that I really sit and think about it, I just don't think. I think might be down low, bro, for real, dog. And I hate to say it, but now that I really analyze everything, it ain't passing the test. It ain't passing the eye test. He don't really like women like I like women, or like the average man like women. It seem a little, you know, it just don't seem natural. Like, okay, I'm a case in point. When I see Shannon Sharpe on TV and I see a woman on set with him, he don't never flirt. He don't never do the I flirt, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you something. Most men, if they in a environment with a beautiful woman or attractive woman, it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but eventually they're going to flirt. And they might not be trying to fuck, most of them are, but they might just, some niggas be married and just want to see if they still got it. they gonna at least give the eye or say a little joke or something like that. Shannon Sharpe don't do nothing like don't do none of that. I done saw Stephen A. Smith. I fucking Molly Karam on ESPN live. I see them. I say, damn, Stephen A. borderline asking up for some pussy right here on TV. Yeah, right after she broke up with Jalen Rose, goddamn Stephen A. was I fucking Molly Karam on ESPN regularly. And I know he was because I was doing it too, but I was just way in another state watching it on TV. But he was doing it. That let me know that he liked women. I never seen Shannon Sharpe do that. I never seen Shannon Sharpe look at any women on set like, you beautiful. Or like, you know, he seemed a little too professional to me. You know what I mean? So I think this shit fake. And I was a fan of Unc. But the shit come off lame. It's lame. So I ain't saying I ain't fucking with his commentary, but I'm looking at him extra hard now. And he can't, he ain't got no more slip-ups. Any more slip-up. If he fuck around and say spaghetti with a too longer S on that motherfucker, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, he gay. If that motherfucker say spaghetti, if he say spaghetti two motherfucking sissies with the S, the long S on that bitch, I'm gonna say, yeah, like me is for real. He can't say spaghetti around me. If I hear say spaghetti, however he be talking, abadooba, abadabba, that bitch, I'm gonna say that bitch gay. For real. No problem with it, but you're trying to hide it. See what I'm saying? If you gay, come out your closet, just like you bust out that Ford Tahoe looking like a bow-legged rhinoceros in that green jumpsuit, bitch. Jump out the cake, nigga. Jump out the cake, nigga. Jump out the cake. What Chris say? He made it worse for us. I'm telling you he did. Nigga, I seen women talking about that shit. Women like, what he doing? Where he was sound? Girl. And these bitches that fuck unks. You know what I'm saying? They was even like, I don't know, girl, what he was doing, girl. Yeah, they're on Facebook. I'm telling you. The shit was all on my Facebook. That's why I'm talking about the shit. So, in my opinion, I'm just sitting back and watching shit, but you going out bad. This a real L here. What you thought you were gonna be Kim Kardashian or somebody, nigga? Like, this shit lame. And for Disney and for ESPN them not to fire him, ESPN is owned by Disney. For them not to fire him for this, that let me know this shit fake. Nigga, you got a whole motherfucking Great Dane on your prime sports show with a fuck audio tape out. Whatever the fuck he was saying on there. You got that shit out and y'all letting this Great Dane looking motherfucker stay on the air on Disney. ESPN is owned by Disney. That shit fake. That shit fake. That's why I want no motherfucking video. I don't want us to believe they were so in the heat of passion till he just forgot he was live and just turned into a psycho animal in the pussy. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Nigga, I got 4 children and I done got plenty of pussy. That ain't how I go, nigga. That ain't how I go. That shit how I go on them soap operas and on them white people movies on Lifetime. When they get in the room and they just go to ripping each other clothes out. Nigga, that shit don't go like that. That shit in real life. Real life, nigga, that shit go like, bitch, spin over, bitch. That's how I go in real life. Slap on the ass, bend over, bitch. My bad, dog. That's how I go in my bedroom. I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all might have a little bit of more of foreplay involved with yours. All right, let's move on. Let's get to the Super Bowl snub. Let's get to the people in New Orleans. Hurricane Chris, dry lip ass. Your Hurricane Chris, dry dread, dry lip, old Skeletor meets Benjamin Button looking ass nigga. If you don't sit your emaciated, need an IV, boosted mouth having ass down, boy. Listen, check this out, y'all. Shout out to my people from the boot. Shout out to Louisiana. Shout out to Shreveport. Uh, Shout out to New Orleans, Baton Rouge, all points in between. I'm mixed on this Lil Wayne snub of the Super Bowl, but I'm tired of hearing Hurricane Chris talk about it. Cause listen, nigga, you just shut the fuck up, okay? I can't tell if you're 13 or 30 or 60. Shut up, Boosie Mouth, with that little white shit in the middle of your mouth, nigga. Shut up. Now, I see both sides with this Lil Wayne, Kendrick Lamar shit, right? I'm hearing that Jay-Z's using this shit to get back at Wayne or whatever from a personal feud that he had with Wayne. Shout out to Numbers One. Shout out to Lil Crystal. Shout out to Damon. Yeah. Boosie mouth is wild. For real. Boosie mouth is diabolical. Hey, but if it is, it's a slick ass way to get back. Cause let me tell you something. And I don't put it past Jay-Z. I don't. I don't put it past that Jay-Z is shrewd and cunning enough and petty enough and vindictive enough and nasty enough and evil enough to pull this shit. Normally, narcissists are. Normally, narcissists are the types that hold grudges forever. And you can offend a narcissist by the littlest thing and not know that you've offended them. And from that moment forth, in their mind, they want to destroy you. Narcissism, narcissistic personality disorder is very closely akin to being a psychopath. This is fact. I done did a lot of research on being on narcissism and shit like that, right? It's very, it can almost be mistaken for the same disorder, but it's a couple things that separate the two. But it's very close. So I can see Jay-Z pulling this shit, right? Because he's definitely a narcissist. I love his big ego. That's all that is. That's a narcissist song. You stroking his ego. He is ego. Me, 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 me. Narcissism without the empathy. If you don't have the empathy. All right. So could he have done this? Sure. How do we know? We don't. We had Cameron come out and say, it's some industry shit that he knows and they know that we, the public, don't know. So we're gonna give him credit for that. But we also gotta understand that Cameron don't got a good history with Jay-Z either. Not saying he allowed Jay-Z, but just saying he definitely is not in the Jay-Z fan base. So he definitely gonna have to be most likely biased with any of his this type of critique of Jay-Z. So we gotta kind of like listen to what he said, but throw his shit to the side a little bit. I'm just trying to get to Wayne being so-called snubbed for Kendrick and the reasoning behind it. So let's just push that over to the side. Okay, people gonna say the Super Bowl's in New Orleans. Wayne should be on the Super Bowl. He's one of the greatest artists from New Orleans. Probably definitely a bigger star overall than Kendrick, for sure. But is he as hot as Kendrick is at this particular moment? No, he's not. What is Kendrick's year that he's having? with the Drake beef, with the success of They Not Like Us, is that enough to trump Wayne, the hometown hero, from performing at the Super Bowl? You're splitting, in my opinion, you're splitting hairs with this, right? Would it have been great to see Wayne perform at the Super Bowl? Yes, yes. In New Orleans. Yes, yes, it would be great. Does Kendrick deserve to play the halftime show at the Super Bowl over Wayne in New Orleans? Yes, he does. And I'm going to tell you why he does. Just because at this particular moment in time, he is hot. He's hotter than Wayne. That's that's why I say if Jay-Z did do this as a get back move, it was a very shrewd, cunning way to do it because he cover it up as though Kendrick just real hot right now, and this is the reason why Kendrick's on the song. It has nothing personally to do with you, Wayne. It's just that Kendrick got the biggest song of the year right now, and that song is crossed over, and the Super Bowl is not just a New Orleans event. It's gonna be people coming from all over the world to be at the Super Bowl. So why not give them Kendrick? They Not Like Us, the song that they been hearing, all over the world. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know. Jay-Z ain't gave me enough, what do you call it, probable cause to be able to convict him on this. Is it possible? Fuck yes, it's possible. He just did that shit out of spite. Can I prove it? No. Would I have liked to see Wayne on the stage at halftime? Yes. New Orleans? Yes. Did Kendrick get put on that stage because Jay-Z had a problem with Wayne? I don't know. Is Kendrick's year that he's having big enough for him to be on that stage? Yes. Is he a big enough star to be on that stage? Yes. I like hearing Juvenile and a host of these other celebrities sticking up for Wayne. I even enjoyed listening to Wayne's response to him being snubbed. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I was shocked because I done watched Wayne a long time. I've been a Wayne fan for a long time. Wayne, in his past, done showed me he the type of dude that if something bothers him or if something hurts him, he won't say. He won't say. Very much alpha malish, very much don't want anybody to know that they have hurt them. But when I heard to his response for him not being on that halftime show, he said it did hurt him. He said those his words exactly. I was shocked that he would say that publicly. I thought Wayne wouldn't respond at all and would just say thanks to the fans for all the love. I appreciate y'all. But he said that, and he said more. And then it also makes me wonder, well, if it is a real beef between him and Jay-Z, then why would he say publicly that it hurt me? That ain't Wayne. That ain't his style. Or it ain't used to be his style. Like if you beefing with a nigga, you tell a nigga the shit the nigga did to you hurt you. That ain't Wayne ain't really that. So it may not be really. If it's a beef, Wayne may not know it. You know what I mean? It may be something that Jay-Z got festered in him because if Wayne knew it was a beef, I don't think he would have said, yeah, I'm hurt for not being on Super Bowl show. I think he would have said, oh man, I wouldn't even think about that shit. I'd be so much in my own world, listening to my own music, doing my own thing. But I appreciate all the fans for all the love. You know what I'm saying? Man, hold the big homie. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick, the big homie. He gonna rock that bitch. I'm gonna be at the Super Bowl supporting. Man, I appreciate y'all. But hey, man, you know, I thought that's how he would do it. He didn't do that. He said he was hurt. He wanted the opportunity to be on that stage in his hometown. So this thing is very nuanced. It's very, we don't know, man. We may never know because Jay-Z had a real talkative motherfucker, and Wayne ain't either. Wayne ain't really the type to harp on no beef shit. He be in his own world. Y'all know, skateboarding, wearing truck feet and shit. All right. LaRon say, I don't like Kendrick, but he do deserve. Ain't nobody trying to hear stutter like my daddy. Shout out to Slime Like Matt. Shout out to LaRon. Damn, how old was he? Okay, it's on TMZ. Shout out to my girl. My bad, y'all. I've been running my mouth. I just saw the news that Tito Jackson just died. Tito just died. Tito just died. Ah, damn. Don't tell me it was fentanyl. Let me stop, man. Let me stop. I've been sipping. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me go refill my cup. Don't mind if I do. Hey, y'all be all right. Y'all be over there with goddamn AK. Shout out my boy King AK-47. Y'all don't be mind when he be over there drinking. Goddamn it. Let me sip a little bit. These kids been driving me fucking crazy for a week. You do not know stress until you have driven your 21 going on 22-year-old daughter around for a week trying to plan her birthday. Oh my God. That's what I've been dealing with. I thought I was planning a wedding. I swear to God. I swear to God. Daddy had to do everything. Daddy had to do everything. And it's cool, you know, they're my babies. I enjoy it. But God damn. So they didn't say it just happened. Oh. And Tito. I ain't gonna lie to you, Tanel. Which one was Tito? Hey man, I gotta keep it real, dog. Which one was Tito? I've been there. My daughter about to be 23. I'm telling you, man. Listen, I'm talking about y'all should have seen me. Baby, I think that outfit look good. Yeah, I think it matches them shoes. Listen, my daughter's so sporty. When we go in one store, she break her phone out. She take a picture of the clothes, right? Then we go all the way to another store and she take a picture of them clothes. Then we go all the way to the other mall, into the other mall, take a picture of them clothes. We might go to a whole nother mall that's 40 minutes away. She take a picture of them clothes over there. Then she might find a shirt that she got a picture of in her phone that matched the pants or the shoes that she saw in the mall that were 40 minutes away. We got to go all the way over there and get that. Like, oh man, I've been doing this shit for a week, y'all. Swell. So, pardon me. Hit that like button. What else I'm finna talk about? Oh, we got to go to LBG Butter Dog. We got to talk about Butter Dog. We got to talk about beef and cheese butter. Look, man. Listen. Shout out to Butter Mama. Butter Mama is a subscriber on the channel. I respect her. I appreciate her support. But your son is content. And we got to talk about it, right? Bro, Butter was riding around at 5 in the morning with a woman. Got jumped on, the police jumped down on him. He speed away, crashed into a wall. When he crashed into the wall, he get out the car, the police tell him, don't run, but pause for a minute like a deer in the headlights, then strike off and run. They run him down, put their feet on the neck, put him in jail. Right? Listen, man. Oh, and before I get into this, I was watching one of Butter interviews the other day, and I saw Butter didn't have no dime in his mouth. Don't tell me Butter had a Mosinite fake grill in his mouth the whole time, dog. Don't tell me Butter had pull-outs the whole time, my nigga. Come on, bro. I seen Butter do an interview. He didn't have not nail diamond teeth in his mouth, my nigga. You better not tell me Butter had a Bad Man Kevo fake Mosinite grill in his motherfucking mouth, dog. Y'all better not tell me that shit. I know you fucking lying. I know you better be motherfucking lying. Because I seen that interview and I say, what the fuck happened to your diamonds in your mouth, Butter? We see you with the fake money. We hear the chains clanging like motherfucking $100,000 worth of aluminum around your neck. We see you with the fake money in the club, not once but twice. You just got caught recently again with the fake money. We hear your chains sounding like Soldier Boy chains, clank, clank, clank. Drake, we hear your chains sounding like you got $100,000 worth of motherfucking Pepsi cans around your motherfucking neck, Butter. You better not motherfucking tell me there was motherfucking Temu diamond plated Mosinite aluminum in your motherfucking mouth. You better not tell me you've been getting through TSA with goddamn $10,000 worth of motherfucking aluminum on your person in your mouth. You better not tell me that, Butter. I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. Let me fill my cup back up, y'all. Hold on. I know y'all fucking lying. I know y'all better be motherfucking lying. I bet that bitch. Where did that bitch get that many cans to make all of that jewelry? Can somebody tell me where the FBG Butter get all of those cans to make all of that goddamn jewelry? It might be recorded before he got the. Oh no, boy! Shout out to his Aaron's way. That nigga Butter got $100,000 worth of aluminum on every time you see him. Nigga, I swore that was a real grill. Nigga, that nigga can't make. That nigga been cheating TSA every time he went through that motherfucker. Because I know that motherfucker alarm been ringing. Ring, 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 ring. Hey, boy, that nigga had a grill. I say, what the fuck? I say, Butter. What Butter diamond grill that is? That shit was permanent, right? He went to Johnny, right? I know Butter went to Johnny. Oh, he ain't go to Johnny? He went to Temu. He went to Temu and got his diamond grill. He got the invisible set from Temu. He got the invisible set from Temu, the same way Music got his chain from. What? I know you fucking lying. Let me take a sip of this motherfucking Remy. Marita boy back. Oh. But anyway, let's get on Butter. Hey, Butter. Bro, listen. This shit be crazy to bitch, dog. I don't even know where to start at with this fuck shit. Hey, man. I usually be knowing how to start with these shits, but Butter's so fucking complex. So I don't even know where to start to attack this topic. Like, where the fuck do I start? Like, get the fuck, man. I swear to God, I don't know where to start. Look, so the nigga get caught, right? They found a pole, say had a switch on it, whatever. And the county he's in, you know, they're a little bit more stricter than it is in what else it is, Cook County. So I think they enhanced his charge, and Butter most likely is looking at a lengthy prison sentence. And I ain't gonna put the gun on him. I ain't gonna put the gun on him because I watched the video. He jumped out. Hopefully, he jumped out through the blick. So if he threw the gun, then maybe he could kind of argue that the gun was already over there in the bushes. They didn't get it off of him. Whatever. But the fleeing, like people don't understand this. Like y'all talking to somebody who's a 9-time felon, me, right? Not proud of it, but hey. So it gave me a certain bit of experience, expertise when talking on certain subjects, such as going to jail. And the fleeing can send you to prison. So when you running from the police, when you high speed or running or pull off, that charge is a felony. Listen, let me be honest with you. It's very few charges that's not felonies nowadays, like jaywalking and fucking petty theft. That's it. The rest of the shit is felonies. Trust me when I'm telling you. Like, so fleeing, all that shit felonies. So the shit that I saw Butter do just on camera, along with his record, can send him to prison, right? But if they put the gun on him with the I think he got like accessory to murder or some shit charge that he did 8 years, or he had a suspended sentence or some shit. Whatever. The nigga got a murder charge on his record. Conspiracy or some shit. He got a couple gun charges. And he got some charges that we see mysteriously seem to disappear. You know what I mean? And we all know Butter is it's documented that Butter's a rat, right? But we saw him get on stand. What he got? Oh, I can help if you want me to. Yeah, you can pull up, T. I plan on going crazy tonight, though. God damn it. So, yeah, hey, I might say anything out my mouth tonight, and I'm sipping too. Hey, but Butter, motherfucking, got a bad record. It don't bring me no joy to say this because Butter is one of the more entertaining interviews and people on social on YouTube, and he one of the people that's still surviving, that was there at the beginning through the whole Chirac war, and he one of the ones that's gonna learn to monetize the fact that he was out there and involved in a lot of this stuff that was going on in Chirac from 2012 up till now. So, and then y'all know we had the lightweight beef with, I can't say I had a beef with Butter, but I did have a little beef with Butter, little homie, Blick Diddy, Red, and we went back and forth. Y'all been watching this channel for a while. You know, I was protecting my dear friend Mickey because I saw or the situation that happened when she had went to the FBG Duck trial, and I saw that it was men coming at her, and she was a woman, and I just wasn't finna allow Butter, Blick Diddy, Red, or any other niggas to size my friend, who's also a woman. Well, my friend at the time, who also was a woman. So I jumped head first in that. Like I felt like I'd have been a pussy nigga if I sit right there and I let some niggas. I don't give a fuck if they killers or what, nigga. So what, nigga? Y'all died too. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to just sit up there and let them just go at Mickey. So I jumped in it. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's how I am. You know what I'm saying? And so I did get into it with Blick Diddy, Daddy Dollar, whatever, Butter homeboy, whatever. But I never had a beef with Butter. So I don't wish no ill will on Butter. The internet the YouTube especially is a much better place with Butter free, doing interviews, lying, getting punched in the eye, and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, this is only entertainment. I don't wish no ill will or no death on none of these people. It's just entertainment for me. I don't know any of these people, so I'm not personally invested. How you doing, T?
I'm good. How are you? Like I said, I thought your ass had got locked up. Shit, I'm glad to see you free. Hell. Hadn't heard from you in
I'm good. I
forever.
just been
How you
chilling.
do? Shit. But
Say
no.
that again. My
Um,
headphones low.
oh no, I was just saying, what you call it? I just said how you doing, that's all. But your friend Butter. I love Butter, don't get me wrong. I think he's funny as hell with his entertainment persona. But his real life shit, he needs to get it in order because he's just throwing away so many opportunities by continuing to act stupid. Like the whole thing with him and Jarl City Mikey and all this other shit, where, Mikey basically drew him back up to the block to make, this stupid ass video where he can't even close his damn mouth because he's so high off the fucking Molly that you didn't have to do that. Like, you don't even live in the city no more, according to you. So why are you there? Why are you letting these folks draw you back into some shit? And now you done went and got locked up in DuPage County, which is way worse than Cook County as far as how hard they getting ready to come down on you. Now remember, we just saw you, what was it? Was it sometime last year? Crying because you was getting arrested and you promised your daughter you wasn't going back to jail. But what do? You put yourself in the situation to go back to jail and possibly prison for a long time. So it's hard to continue to have sympathy for Butter, even as much as I like him as a internet personality. It's hard to have sympathy for him in his real life because of the decisions that he makes. Like everything you do is a choice. You chose to be there at this point in time and do the stupid shit that you did. So, I don't know. It's like whatever with Butter. I would I was hoping for better for him. I was rooting for him. I feel like Tyra Banks on America's Most Top Model. We were all rooting for you, but you keep fucking up, brother. Like, damn. How many times do you have to make the same damn mistake before you learn from it, bruh? You ain't no damn little kid. Like, you 30 something years old, 30, 31, whatever. You too old to be making these dumbass decisions. And you have too many people depending on you to keep making these dumbass decisions. You are your daughter's only damn parent. You're her only parent. Period. Her mom is gone. You say this all the time. So she's counting on you to be there. And now you locked up again. So what's getting ready to happen to her? That's really what makes me mad about the situation with Butter. It's like, damn, dude, you got kids that depend on you, in particular your daughter. Now your sons, they got their mama. They good. But she has nobody but you. And this is what you doing? You still letting that teenage mentality take over. And when is the grown man gonna kick in? I don't get it with him with that. Um, you just keep on letting these niggas bait you into doing shit and proving that you can go on the block. Who gives a fuck about going on the block anymore? You 30 years old. You shouldn't be wanting to hang out on the block anyway. Like niggas who's 30 on the block, you have no fucking life. You have no ambition. You have nothing going for you. If you 30 years old and can walk around the block like you did when you was 17, you're not in that position. You don't need to go back to the block ever again in life. And you can still make thousands of dollars in one day just sitting down doing a damn 3 hour interview. What do you need to go to the block for? To prove what to who? Who gives a damn? So his mind fucked up. He just does not he don't think in the future. He's very short-sighted with his decision making, and you could tell by the shit that he did. Even his whole damn video, that shit was crazy as hell. Because he wasn't, I mean, he took off, but to me, he wasn't really speeding to get away. And then you're really not in control of the car because you're either drunk or high. He was one or the other. I can't tell which, but he definitely wasn't sober. You run into that big ass embankment. And then if you zoom in on the video, you can see he threw the gun out where it's on the damn. dash cam or the officers, uh, what they call it, the body cam or the dash cam, whichever one video the bitch thing. So you see him throwing it. It ain't no question. That's his shit. That's on you. Can't say it was there before. We see bitch go. No. So then you halfway run, like you ain't even running fast enough to get away from the folks because you probably dazed. Because I bet you probably didn't have your seatbelt on, so you probably hit your head on the damn steering wheel when you ran into that embankment. And you wasn't. I mean, it was just a series of unfortunate events dealing with Butter in this whole damn thing that didn't have to be.
Hey T, what you think he was doing out there at
I
what you
don't
think he
know
was
what the
doing?
fuck he was
Like
doing
you know
in
what I mean? Like
Hinsdale,
5 in the morning. I think it was a girl in the car. Like where were
yeah,
they going? What's in your opinion? What you think he was doing?
unless he was going to an Airbnb in Hinsdale. There's like nothing in Hinsdale for you to go there for. Like, unless your people there, your family live there, whatever, there's nothing for you to be in Hinsdale for. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a city that it's a bedroom community. It's not shit there. So, what are you even going there for? Unless your plug live out there, your mama live out there, or you got an Airbnb out there, there's no reason for you to be there, period. And I don't know what he was there for at 5 o'clock in the morning, but whatever it was, chances are it was nothing no good.
Like, do you think Butter you think Butter gonna snitch his way out of this shit?
I don't think so because what does he have to offer Hindale County? Nothing. If he was in Cook County, he could probably snitch his way out of it because he had something to offer them. But he's in DuPage County, not Hindale County. He's in DuPage County. There's nothing for him to give DuPage County that would equate to him getting off. So nah, unless the feds pick up this gun charge, if he had a button on it, there's nothing for him. There's no way for him to get off on that. Nah, I don't think he'll be able to snitch his way out of this. Unless he know about some crimes that can happen in DuPage County, he fucked.
So I got a couple homeboys that's career criminals or whatever. I got a lot of homeboys that career criminals, but from what I done noticed now, like a lot of us are growing apart. Like you got your crew that work, couple that still fuck around with each other, they work. Then you got the ones who still want to be hustlers, so they kind of branched off into themselves. Then you got the ones that just gone to jail for a long, long time, right? So, um, what I don't notice is, I hate to say it like this, but some people gonna fuck up their life anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, so Butter case in point. And you know the crazy part about it? I see this a lot with celebrities too. Like, it's crazy, but I see this a lot with a celebrity. Cousin of mine, Krishan Rock, Blueface, you know, quite a few of them if you really look at it, Charlie Sheen, come on. But I noticed that um some people they gonna do the same shit no matter what. Like it's a thin line between them being famous and fucking inmates or in jail, like Mike Tyson and shit. I think Butter one of them people. I think Butter one of them people that I don't think Butter can function in society for a long extended period of time. I don't think Butter conforms well to order, to rules. I don't think Butter's the type of dude that can hold down a job for an extended period of time. He's not going to conform. He can't function in the structure of everyday life. He can't wake up every day at 5 in the morning, go to work, come home, that type of routine. I think he like a couple of my friends that I got that they're gonna push it to the limit. The way that they were living, they stuck so much into that lifestyle of living till either they're gonna get killed or they're gonna go to jail for a long time. One of the two. They always in and out of jail until they can't get out no more. I think Butter. Just look at Butter's history. He always into something. Like nigga, like you getting paid to do interviews left and right all over the internet. Like, why are you, like you say, on the block and trying to prove that you can still come around now? Nigga, listen, let me tell y'all something. I was in Orlando for about 2 weeks, not too long ago. Nigga, I went to the hood one time. And I love the hood. I'm good in the hood. You know what I mean? I love the hood. I can go there, everybody know my name. Yeah, yeah, everything. But I went that bitch one time. You know where I was at? Out there on International Drive where the people let me go and see Mickey Mouse and shit. Like I'm a tourist. It just like you grow up. You grow up. Like, it's called maturity. And it goes to what you said. I don't think Butter has matured uh enough yet, but I'm not sure he will. I'm not sure he will. I'm sure he got the ability to, but I'm not sure that he will. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of all the twists and turns. First, he said he was a street nigga. Then, remember he said he was a civilian. He said he didn't snitch. Then he said he did snitch. Like it's like Butter can't figure out first he don't know who he is. That's another thing. That's his number one problem. He don't know who he is. He want to be FBG. He want to be a civilian. He switched depending on what's going on. He don't know himself. He'll sit right up there and tell all them goddamn lies on all these interviews and then contradict himself and then get caught up doing this type of shit. People, let me tell y'all something. The number one thing you need to do before you can go anywhere in life and fix yourself or self-correct, you need to know your motherfucking self. Let me tell you something. I know myself so good that I don't put myself in certain situations because I know how most likely I will act if I get in that situation. And it might be some shit that I don't want to do, or some shit that I'm not proud of doing, or some shit that I shouldn't be doing. And I know if I put myself in that situation, most likely, Marita, you're going to do this. So what I do is I make sure that I don't put myself in that situation. That's called knowing yourself. I can tell you what I most likely will do in certain situations. And it might be something different than what I normally do. But I just know if I go out with Tanel, and I go out with Audio Crack and we drinking, well, I know I'm gonna smoke me a cigarette. And I don't want to smoke cigarettes. I'm quitting smoking cigarettes. But if I go drinking with Tanel and Audio, I'm gonna want to step outside and smoke a cigarette because I'm drinking. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna hang out with Audio and Tanel at that type of environment. That's called knowing your motherfucking self. Butter don't know himself, and therefore he's bound to fail over and over and over again until he changes people, places, and things. He still hanging around the same people, still doing the same shit, and still going to the same places. He's never you're not gonna change like that. You got to change those things if you want to change. Go ahead, T.
Oh, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But I don't think it's that butter but doesn't function well in society. He's doing the perfect shit for a nigga who don't function well with a 9 to 5. This internet shit and doing these interviews and all of this good stuff, you do it on your own schedule. So he's in the perfect field for that. He just doesn't know how to not necessarily function in society, but function as an adult. It's like this nigga he needs supervision. Like he needs a damn caretaker. Butter needs somebody to schedule his day and make sure he's doing the right shit at the right time with the right people and ain't with the wrong crowd. Because left to his own devices, we see what the fuck he do. Like he just don't. It's like his decision making is just totally thrown the fuck off. He just don't. It's like he just don't give a damn. Whatever feel good at the moment, that's what he's gonna do. Like I say, he's very short sighted in his thinking. He doesn't think for the long term. Like you just said, about going out with me and audio. If go out with us and you're gonna drink, then you're gonna want a cigarette, so you're not gonna go. He don't think that. He just thinks that, oh, I got an invite to go out tonight. Let's do it. Not thinking about the long term. ramifications of the shit. Because if you go out and smoke tonight, then you're gonna start smoking again, which is what you're trying to quit. So you're not gonna do it. Butter just don't give a damn. He's gonna do whatever he wants to do in the moment to feel good, and that's what leads him to these situations. Because I still don't know if he got beat up, if he had an allergic reaction, if he had syphilis of the eye, like Snitch's News said. I don't know what the hell happened in that situation. I do know his face was fucked up though, and that 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 mugshot leaves a lot to be desired. But he just be doing too much. He does way too much. So I pray for Butter. I honestly do, because I want all the Chicago dudes to win. Y'all didn't survive everything you survived in the drill era to get to the point where you are now to fumble the bag. You know, and that's why I root, or yeah, that's why I root so hard for all of them. I want to see you win because it takes a lot to get out of the hood. And in the situations y'all were in, like life wasn't guaranteed. So you survived everything you survived just to fumble the bag in the end. No, no, you know, it ain't about you no more. You got three damn kids to think about. Well, three that I know of. He might have more, I don't know, but I know he got three for sure. So why are you doing the stupid shit that you're doing? No, buddy, you could do better. You could do better. And it's not like you don't have a supportive family behind you. You do. I know your mama will kick somebody's ass. She will run through a brick wall for you. So why are you still acting like you out here on your own and don't have no fucking guidance? Come on, come on.
It's all like, I'll be honest with you. Like when I and me and my partner, shout out to Tory Guns. So when he come in the chat, because he be here sometime, y'all get familiar with him if y'all ain't already familiar with him. And me and was talking today, we was talking about our kids and how we raise them and how they done turned out so far, and we should be proud of ourselves as parents and shit like that. We talk like that because we both parents. Um, but we also was talking that having kids actually gave us something to live right for. You know what I mean? Like when you have children, your life is not your own. So you may used to risk certain things that don't you shouldn't risk or ain't gonna risk anymore. Because if you get removed from that child's life, then it's gonna be detrimental to them and it's gonna hurt you, but it's gonna hurt your child as well, one way or the other, or multiple ways. It's strange to see that Butter ain't turned that page when he had children. You know what I mean, T?
Yeah. You know, because I've seen other bloggers talk about it, and that's the exact same thing that they were saying. Like their kids gives them pause and makes them think about shit before they do it because they don't want their child to suffer from their absence and they don't want to suffer from being absent from their child. So their kids is the first thought in their head before anything comes up. And Butter just never seemed to, that never seemed to click for him, you know, um, which is sad. Like I said, especially in the case with his daughter, that's her only parent. Because when you when you have your little family, because you have your brothers and sisters and your mom and dad growing up or whatever, and that's your family of origin. But when you have your own family that you've created, it's on a totally different level, and the responsibility that you have to their family is totally different. In particular, as a man, you are supposed to be there to provide and protect. Those are your main two operations is being a father, provide and protect. And you're not able to do either one of those behind bars, and his daughter she's a tween, she's getting ready to go into those teenage years where a girl really needs her dad for real, then when the little boys come sniffing around, to show her what a man and a real man is how her boyfriend's supposed to treat her basically and set the standard. And the bar is supposed to be high for that. But your ass behind bars, she thinks she's supposed to be with a street dude because that's the type of man her dad is. So, kids are going to pick up on this shit. His sons are watching him. They're going to see him going back and forth to jail and prison and all this other shit. And they're going to think it's okay. You're just perpetuating the cycle over and over again. And you claim you don't want this for your kids, but you're not showing them any better. And kids are always going to do as you do. I don't give a damn what you say, even the good kids. Because I was a pretty decent kid. I ain't really give my mama a whole bunch of trouble. But I damn sure I did whatever she did. Fuck what you saying. Your words and your actions ain't aligning. Oh, I'm gonna go with your actions. Because actions speak louder than words every time. And every child is typically like that. You're going to mimic what you see mirrored to you every day. I don't give a damn what it is, whether it be a good habit or a bad one. So I don't know what are you teaching your kids? When does this, when do the damn thing click? When does it snap for you to be like, damn, I'm setting such a horrible example for my children. I want better for them. So let me show them better to let them know that it's possible to do better. Even when you have a past like mine, you can do better. He just don't get it. And like I said, I was rooting for Butter. I really was. I like Butter. He might lie his ass off, but he's funny as hell. He really is. He a funny dude. He reminds me of all my cousins growing up. Like it is. I hate to say it, but it's like a black Chicago dude stereotype, and he fit that shit perfectly. So he reminds me a lot of my cousins growing up. But ugh, he just got to do better.
Facts, facts. Hey guys, if y'all just getting in and y'all want to know who y'all wondering who the beautiful young lady is that I have up on the screen. This is one of my friend girls from the hood. Um, she's actually one of my partner's daughters, my partner's daughter, and one of my homies who just lost his life 3 months ago. That's his child's mother, and she just lost her life today in a car accident. She was actually in a car accident 2 days ago. She was on life support, and they pulled the plug on her today. So I'm just repping for my friend um, because it just happened. As far as like she passed today, we will have a candlelight visual for her tomorrow. Her name is Worm. She's from Orlando, Florida, Crosstown to be exact, the same place I'm from, and um, she was a very full of life young lady. She left behind children. Actually, her 3-year-old daughter was in the car accident with her. She was in critical condition as well, but last I checked, she looked like she gonna pull through, but she has a broken jaw. Her 3-year-old daughter, has a broken jaw. She also, the 3-year-old daughter, her father was murdered about 3 months ago, and I covered that story here on this channel as well. So it's just real kind of sad right now, um, where I'm from, because she was very, very well known, very well liked, um, had a lot of life. She'll fight, she'll talk shit. She was beautiful. Uh, you know what I mean? She was the life of the party type. So I'm just repping for her. Her name Worm. So if y'all see if you just wondering like who's this person on the screen and we go to talking about different topics, I just want y'all to know the reason why she on the screen. She just lost her life today. They pulled the plug on her. So, but yeah, man. So Butter, um, I want to say this as well too, right? We also have to realize this as well. And I had to realize this too when I started going through my internet drama since I started being on the internet, because the internet is a whole different animal, right? It's not real life, but it'll fool you into thinking it's real life if you be on this shit a lot, right? So, and I had to realize that these people, Butter, King Vaughn, uh, FBG Cash, all of these people who we watch the events that unfold in their life here on the internet. We watching their lives unfold in real time. So where we may see them doing interviews or rap songs or whatever, these still real people. These people still living a real life. They still living. So when we see shit like what happened with Butter and a host of others here on the internet, I have to check myself, and I think sometimes like, damn, this this ain't a movie. Like these are real people who living a real life. It's just happening in front of our eyes in real time. And um, so shit happens like this. That's part of the whole shit when we talk about the blogging and the covering these stories and things of that nature. We really just sitting in the bushes waiting on events to happen so we can cover them. That's really what's happening. That's why I be trying to tell these dudes stop dying. These rap niggas, y'all need to stop dying and stop beefing. Cause trust me, I'm a blogger. I'm just keeping it real. When you motherfuckers die or go out there and do some dumb shit, it's like it's like fucking Christmas to a blogger because we get to cover the story, we get to get a lot of views, we get to make money off the shit. But when you take all that shit away, when we script that shit to the real shit, these are real people that real shit is happening to them in their real fucking life. And we covering the shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's not our fault. We just uh are a product of the shit. But at the same time, I just also always remember just what I do. I just always remember that these are real people, uh, and it's real life that's happening, even though it's happening through my computer screen. It's it's still real life for them. Now they can make the choice to do what they want to do so that they don't become news or content. That's on them. But I'm just making sure that we understand what's really going on here. We don't get desensitized sometimes to the ups and downs of these people's lives. It's like what this shit is the Truman Show. You know what I mean? Like we watching Butter them live their life, and we watch FBG Cash, and then he lost his life, and we saw YBC dude, he lost his life, and we saw what his nigga name, what the nigga name with the money got killed with the scam and shit. I forgot the nigga, but y'all know the nigga I'm talking about got killed out there in Texas with the scams and shit. I forgot the nigga. The nigga that killed the nigga, and then they end up killing the nigga. Whatever the nigga. I can't see what I'm saying.
Oh,
What?
BTS Savage. Was
Yeah,
it
BTG
him?
Savage. That's why I say
BT,
stop.
whatever.
That's why I say stop dying, y'all young men. Because you see, how I couldn't even remember this nigga fucking name. You see what I'm saying? That's sad. But I couldn't even
Hell,
remember.
I had to think about it, and it happened right here in Houston. So that just goes to show.
So, um, but I like Butter as far as like entertainment purposes. Like I don't want Butter in danger. I don't want Butter dead. I don't want Butter in jail. I'm just looking at it purely because I don't know him, but for what his entertainment value, what he means to his family, what he means to his children, and I'm just looking at it at that point. Is he a rat? Yeah, but I don't got a dog in that fight, and so I'm not in the streets, so I don't give a fuck about that. Like however that situation turns out, that's how it turns out. I don't wish bad or nothing on the nigga. Uh, I'm just talking on a straight human level right now. Um, the nigga need to get his shit together as far as like T said, like Tanel said. You're too old to be doing all this type of shit. Um, I understand shit happen. You know, you end up going to jail for some stupid shit. But as far as like the shit you doing, nah, my nigga. No. Like, not to judge you. I'm just saying, like, nah, bro. Like you tripping, you tripping. And eventually you're gonna put yourself behind bars for a long period of time. When your blessing was to be one of the ones that survived the war in Chirac and was gonna be the one who was gonna be able to tell us the stories about the people, the characters, the friends, the people that was involved in this shit. Your job was to tell us who these people was and to not let their memory die because they were your friends. But you making yourself a statistic to where you gonna lose your freedom to the system and you ain't gonna be out here to tell us the stories so we can remember your lost your loved ones that you lost in this senseless war. That's what he got to realize.
Yeah, because people gonna write him off like they do everybody else that's in jail. You know, he gonna just be another C Day, another D Rose, another uh Rondo number 9, just another nigga that's in jail after and another casualty of the Chirac War, just in a different way, where you end up in prison for a long time. You know. And I don't want that for none of them. Like I said, I'm rooting for all of them. You didn't survive the shit that you survived out on those streets just to trick yourself off the streets by doing stupid shit later on in life. You know what I mean? Like, you obviously got some damn sense, but at least some street smarts because you were able to live and beat the statistics of being another young black man that's dead to the streets of Chicago before the age of 25. You beat that statistic. So continue to beat that statistic. Don't become a damn statistic to the prison system. I don't want that for none of them. None of them. Not for Butter, not for Tay, not for whoever the hell else out of Chicago right now who's popping. For Dirk or Buka, like none of them. I don't want that for none of them. I want to see everybody win because that's some traumatic shit that they done went through. Like for real, when you really sit back and think about it, can you imagine having? Well, you probably can. I can't imagine having 20 of my friends die before I'm 16, 17 years old. I can't imagine it. I can't imagine seeing my friends die in front of me or getting shot and me and my friend getting killed, and I don't even know she did till 2 days later, like he says is the case with Jakira. I can't imagine that shit. The type of the type of trauma and survivor's remorse that I would have would be unimaginable. So when you're set up in a position to be able to win later on in life, don't don't just give these folks that opportunity back because you were gifted an opportunity here to be able to be, like you said, be one of the ones that live to tell the story. Because everybody's intrigued with this shit. Everybody. It's hell, you got Trapper Ross releasing a damn documentary a week about somebody from Chicago or a gang from Chicago. So everybody's intrigued with this shit. So go ahead and make some money off of your pain. Don't let the shit be in vain. And you are just giving it up. And I hate to see it, you know, because I think I look at it from the human perspective first, and then even the internet perspective and the internet persona and shit second. I'm looking at it from the human perspective first because I want to see you as a person win. If you never do another damn thing on the internet, I would be satisfied in knowing that you are set for life, your kids are straight, your family is straight, you all somewhere living happily ever after, and never hearing from you again before I would want to see any more drama about you on the internet. And that's the honest to God's truth. Because I'd rather you be alive and well and happy somewhere. and living a private life than to see all this shit happening to you on the internet. I don't want to get on here and talk about butter, but you put yourself in a position to get talked about all the damn time. And so do better. That's all I can say about him at the end. Is just do better because you deserve better. Your kids deserve better.
Facts. Yeah, I hope Butter can grow from this and get up out this and figure this shit out before because you squandering your opportunity. You know, you may not lose your life to gun violence, but you may lose your life to the system by some of the things that you're doing. So either way, like, you know, you'll be done lost. So um I what they have is sad, but it's like they could take lemons and make lemonade. Like it was a war. A lot of people lost their lives. But the rose that grew from the concrete was the survivors of the war are in a unique they have a unique opportunity to monetize themselves and make money off the stories or themselves for being people who survived and lived through uh, the wars to Iraq. But by him not realizing or taking for granted the opportunity that came out of a fucked up, tragic uh, thing, situation, events that was going on. Like they can make money off the shit if they so choose. Like, and I actually like the Chicago guys that are mature enough, like J Main, like Butter seemed to be, and a host of others, to where they can make money on the internet doing interviews, telling these stories. And I don't give a fuck if the stories is over and over again. Uh, they done found ways to remix the stories or tell them from different angles to where we still entertained or still interested in the stories. And it's changing these guys' lives. It's changing the families' lives. Um, and they are in positions that a lot of people would be happy to be in. So LPG Butter, um, I hope that you can use this situation to change and come out on the other side of this shit as the better. All right. What we talking about next? What we gonna talk about next? Let me see what we got on the menu. Uh okay, I did Rich Homie. All right. I did Rich Homie. Oh, let's talk about Peewee Longway. I'm gonna need a little help on this one here. So as far as I know, because I don't know everything, I ain't really brushed up on the Peewee one that bad, that much. But from what I'm hearing, Peewee Longway was indicted along with a host of other motherfuckers for slanging that shit all across Georgia. They say them boys had 200 some $1 million worth of product street value. That is, um, and they had everything. God damn it, that they were supposed to have, including grandma's washing powder. And from what I know, from what I'm hearing, from the amount of shit they said they had, and the operation, what they call it, sweet silence or some shit, um, is not looking so good for the people that was involved in this uh, federal sweep that got a bunch of drug dealers and people. Um, I'm trying to figure out what I want to say about this one. So, because I'm a former street pharmacist, so what I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna be a hypocrite or judge because I used to do the shit. I ain't never did what Peewee Longway did. I never seen fentanyl in my life. So they say the nigga had GHB. They say goddamn what the nigga name? Peewee Longway had drugs. He had goddamn what they call that shit? Uh Tusi. They say that nigga had every goddamn drug under the sun. Peewee Longway was really motherfucking living what he said he was rapping about. Oh, now I know I want to attack this, but do that all matters now, right? So let me break this shit down for y'all, right? Those of you who may be infatuated by the streets or may feel less than because you ain't got some sort of street background or you ain't got no street cred, so you don't feel cool as the niggas or the other kids in school or the niggas that is from the street. Man, let me tell you, take it from somebody that's from the streets, born and raised. If I fucking go live from my family house or from my friend's house or associates, nigga, that shit gonna look like New Jack City, nigga. Like all like my nigga, if I ever make a video or go live when I'm in the hood, that shit don't look like Housewives of Atlanta. That shit don't look like Love and Hip Hop. That shit look like it's just this thriller night, and no one's gonna save you from the rhythm. I'm to my fiends walking around. I'm to my cousins even crackheads, nigga. Them bitches got like 2, 3 teeth in their head. You know what I'm talking about? I swear to God, like real shit, riding bicycles and shit. So um I really grew up in this type of environment. Um, Janelle,
I'm
T,
here. I'm here.
I lost my train of thought.
Oh Lord. See, that's what them look all
T,
do to you.
what I was just talking about.
Oh, you were just talking about what's it called? Not having or feeling bad for not having some of the things the street trappings basically.
We long way. Appreciate you, gang. That's why I love you, girl. All right. So I was raised in this type of environment, right? Peewee Longway had it. He had the money, status. We all heard about Peewee Longway. We all heard about Peewee Longway, right? Peewee Longway most likely is facing doing the rest of his life in jail. Most likely, if convicted of any of these, of some of these charges, most likely Peewee Longway will catch life. A lot of these motherfuckers carry all these charges probably carry life for him because he's 40, right? This is the fucking paradox to this shit. And we done seen this shit over and over and over again on any movie, drug movie, gangster movie that you'd ever seen in history. First, they show you the guy being poor. Then they show them figuring out a way uh, to get drugs, to sell drugs. Then they show you the part about them getting all rich and buying the cars and clothes and beautiful women. And then what's the next part? The motherfucking police come. This is in every drug movie sitcom ever made. The police come. right? Well, the police come in real life too. Now, what happens is either you get in the drug game because you was born impoverished in a bad environment and you want to get up out of that situation, or maybe you didn't come from an impoverished situation, you just want to see what it is to walk on the bad side, the wild side, so you indulge in the streets and you sell drugs or whatever, whatever, whatever. But regardless of what is the reason, the outcome is pretty much the same. Very, I know a lot of us sold drugs, a lot of my peers sold drugs. I don't know any, or I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say I know I can count on one hand those of them who really, I don't know none of them bitches. Now that I think, let me think. I don't know nobody that became rich. I'm talking about rich. I know some people had 100 bands. Hell, I know some people had 200 bands. I know some people had $1 million. But I don't know none of them that became rich. $1 million is not rich. I know people who did other things, legit things in life, who became rich. I have a very close friend right now who just did a song with Eminem, just wrote a song with Eminem, and he just did a song with Big Sean and the video with Big Sean. Like he with Big Sean. Like this is one of my close associates. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew him for a long time, and I'm proud of him. So he probably be rich one day. Drugs ain't gonna get you rich unless you really, really plugged in. For the most part, though, drug dealers are broke. For the most part, they just throwing stones at the side of 985J. They just throwing stones at the penitentiary chances. I mean, throwing the stones at the penitentiary, taking penitentiary chances. And eventually they get caught and they go to jail and either they never get out again due to the long, lengthy prison sentence, uh, or they end up doing something, or you end up killing somebody or getting killed or something like that. Like it ain't very many people who come out on the other side of that shit and win. At this point, being in the drug game and getting out, like I got out, is a win. Like you feel me? Like it ain't like getting out the drug game with $1 million ain't necessarily I'm not saying it's not a win, but it's lesser levels that's considered a win because it's so much danger and so many people don't make it out. So just being able to get out that shit, mature to get out that shit to live uh, a productive life without a lengthy prison sentence or losing your life to the prison system is a win. It's a win now. I say all that to say this, and I know I went around the bush, so I apologize. But Peewee Longway, I don't give a fuck. $200 million, 300 million, $1 billion. When you facing doing the rest of your life in prison, and you 40 years old, fuck the age. When you facing doing the rest of your life in prison, I don't give a fuck how much money it was. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's too many ways to get money legit and don't have to worry about throwing your whole life away. I'm not looking down on the hustle. I'm not. Trust me. I respect the hustle. Because when we really break it down, the only reason why it's illegal because they say it's illegal, pretty much. I would much rather them legalize marijuana universally across the United States and outlaw cigarettes. But still, and yet marijuana is illegal in certain places. But cigarettes legal everywhere. But we know cigarettes kill more people than marijuana each year. So, you know. But I say all that to say this, because it's gonna be some kids that's gonna be listening to this shit, what Peewee had, Longway had going on, and they're gonna say, ooh, I wanna have that type of money. I seen a nigga post that on Facebook. That's what made me think about it. One of my little cousins posted. He said, damn, boy, they say Peewee Longway had $279 million worth of shit. Man, I gotta get my shit together. I just looked at the post like, what? And my little cousin hustle. So I'm thinking to myself, like, what? So you just you listen to the Peewee Longway getting indicted story, and all you took from that was you want to get that same amount of, you want to get more drugs than Peewee Longway had. It didn't come across your mind to say, I need to get out the dope game or the drug game before I lose my freedom. Like Peewee Longway done lost his freedom. What came across his mind was, I got to get my shit together. He wrote this on Facebook. I read this. This is some people's mentality. But what they fail to realize is, hopefully Peewee Longway, can not have to do the rest of his life in prison. I don't wish no ill will on the brother. But what they don't realize is, if Peewee Longway do the rest of his life in prison, he gonna be willing to give all of that money and drugs and shit that he had up in order to be broke and free. So that's the proof that it's not worth it. The risk reward, your rest of your life, you're 40. Boy, I ain't gonna lie, that's one of my worst fears, boy. That's one of my worst fears, dying in prison. Like going to prison and dying in that bitch, like knowing that you got 50 years and you 40 years old. What? Bro, you ever went and got an HIV test? I'm pretty sure that's how I feel, knowing that you got to do 100 years and you already 40 years old. You ever waited on the results for your HIV test?
Oh,
That's how
absolutely. You
it
be scared shitless.
is. What'd you say, T?
I said, absolutely. You be scared shitless. Hell, be shaking, stomach upset, get diarrhea, got a fucking headache, can't eat, can't sleep. Hell yeah, I've been there.
Hell yeah. But what your feelings is on Pee Wee Longway situation?
Um, I glanced over it a little bit, but I ain't really, get deep into it because it's just not that interesting to me. But I feel the way you do about, being older and getting one of them long ass prison sentences. That it's a death sentence. We middle aged now, so he's what, 4 years younger than me. So yeah, um, anything over shit 15 years at this age and stage of life is basically a death sentence. Because, when you in prison, you age so much faster. Your body ages so much faster. It's a proven fact. They've done studies on this shit. So even if you get out at, let's just say you give him 20 years at my age, 44, so I would be 64 when I would get out. My body is that of an 84-year-old because you don't get the proper food, water, exercise, medical attention. So you just age faster. So it's a fucking death sentence. Plus the violence and everything else, I mean, that happens in prison, shit, you ain't guaranteed to get out. Even if you go and complete all your whole sentence or, your sentence, you ain't guaranteed to come back out of there. Even if you have a short sentence. Hell, people have gone to prison for damn a year and a half and ain't made it out. So it's a fucking scary thing in the first place. But to have all of the amount of drugs he had, I did see, I think it was one YouTube video where they broke down, the monetary value of everything that he had. And I was just like, God damn. And then it read like a damn order for a pharmaceutical company. All the different shit that he had. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know that was a fucking drug. I think it was the 2C shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Never heard of it. But for everything that he had, the valuation of it, the just how they do black people in the system when it comes to drugs anyway, if he's convicted, he ain't never coming home. And was it worth it in the end? Because in the end, you ain't end up with nothing but a death sentence in prison. If he don't get life, they gonna put numbers on him so heavy he ain't never gonna see the end of that shit. Was it worth it? Doubt it. And so it it's sad. It's sad. I don't ever want to see a black man just go into the prison system and never have a chance of coming home. Um, on circumstances where it could be totally avoidable because I mean, you can avoid selling drugs. You don't have to do that shit. There's other ways to make money, and in particular, when you know you you're a rapper, right? Make some shit shake. Learn how to produce if the rap career ain't going right. Learn how to be a videographer. Like, it's so many other things that you could do in the music industry besides just being a musician or a artist. Like, it's
Not
other
only
shit
that,
that you
not to
can
cut
do.
you off to now, but they say this investigation been going on for 2 years. I know I've been hearing about Peewee Longway been having money for way longer than 2 years. Nigga, you
Oh
could have
yeah.
stopped and got out the game.
Oh yeah. That ain't nothing new. We've heard about that shit for forever. Seems like about how much money this dude had. And we knew it wasn't all coming from music, but damn, the type of weight they talking about he was holding, my God. You up there on the lawn, they looking at you like El Chapo right now, bro. You ain't coming home. You ain't. Hate to,
Facts, which I'm gonna just go down a little rabbit hole for here for a second. Um, I want y'all to pay close attention to this case because that's a lot of shit that he had. And with that kind of shit, I'm sure he had a very luxurious life. Let's see if he chooses not to tell on nobody and go into prison and you know do his time in prison and eventually Heavy D and them will be digging that goddamn grave for him like they did for Claude and what's the name on Life. You know what I'm saying? Because you might get a long time and you may not come out of jail um, due to the time you get. Or let's see if he decide to cooperate. Because let's remember now, we living in the age where it's a lot of snitches getting a lot of money on the internet, and you know, not that I want anything bad to happen to them, but snitches is winning right now, at least on the internet and things of that nature with the interview. So I think I think for somebody who wants to tell, I think that's an incentive for them to tell more so than before. Like I don't see snitches getting shamed, and I'm not saying that they should. I'm just saying that, it, that I just don't see that happening. So I'm wondering with the amount of time and shit that he may be facing, and the amount of snitches that he see winning, I wonder will he? I just want to put that out there so we can watch that going forward.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if he's gonna snitch or not, and how much time they give him if he do come to, make an agreement with the state, with the feds. Is this a state or a federal case? It's a federal case, ain't it?
Federal, yes.
Yeah. So, if he make a deal with the feds or whatever, it would be interesting to see what he's gonna do and how many people he's gonna take down with him, in addition to these 100, because the people that they catch are never the whole operation. I don't give a damn if it is 100 people that got arrested with him because I think that's what I saw. And it was like 100 people who got arrested in connection with this case. They'll never get everybody. Um, because I mean they have to have a supplier. So if you give the supplier up, what are you willing to give me in return? So we'll see. It's definitely going to be very interesting to see. I will say that because I've never heard of a black person getting caught with this much weight before, ever.
So I'm gonna talk about one more subject, then we'll get off here because we 2 hours and 45 minutes. But this one thing that I want to talk about, and I just been observing some shit. This ain't really a hot topic, but it's one of the things that I've been observing lately that I want to speak on. Um, a lot of times us men like to say that women don't take accountability or don't like to take accountability um, for things that they may do. You know, they just like to, swoop it on the rug and move on. I'm gonna tell you something that I done noticed. We can no longer say that that's women. It's men too, and it's definitely the younger ones. Listen to me. Let me tell you something. I've been paying attention. I've been studying the young folk. I do, because I be wanting to know what's going on. I'm nosy. I told y'all that. It's hard nowadays for even young men to take accountability. Trust me. Rarely nowadays do young men take accountability. They justify shit just as bad as their counterparts. What I mean is, uh, this is part of the reason why communication is so bad, at least in the black community, with men and women, because neither one of them are taking accountability for shit. If a nigga, or I'm gonna say nigga, if a boy, a young man cheats on his girlfriend, he a lot of times I done noticed this with the people that I done seen, will justify the shit. They'll justify it. Whether the girl cheated on him in the past or whether the girl cussed him out or she don't cook or she don't work or whatever the excuse is, whatever the shit is, they're not taking accountability either. So what's happening is arguments, toxic relationships, stalemates, situationships, children being born to two people who really probably shouldn't be together, let alone mixing their DNA together to make another human being. They shouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? But the reason why I'm saying this is because previously, it was my observation that it was women that had this thing where they wouldn't take accountability. But no, 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 no. That's not, no. The men, the young men are just as bad. Trust me when I tell you. I done seen in the last 3 weeks, I done seen a host of a couple of my neighbors, a couple of kin people, a couple of friends. I done seen them all get in shit with their significant other. Sometimes it was the girl fault, sometimes it was the man fault, but on all of the scenarios, not one time did anybody take accountability, even to the point to where they would break up or they would separate or argue or raise their voice. All of this shit when clearly you could tell which one was wrong in each scenario. Real shit. Like you could clearly the woman knew she was wrong in this situation to where they was beefing. Clearly the man knew he was wrong in this situation. And instead of him saying, "Oh, baby, my bad, I apologize," this and that there, let's make up, take your girl out of Sunday eat, take it on a little mini vacation, tell your mama to watch the kids, and y'all just go somewhere and just vibe and talk. And in all of these situations, not one time did I see any of this happen. You know what I saw happening? I saw the man doubling down on whatever fuck shit that he had done did, and the argument persists for a week, or the beefing persists for a week when the shit should have been over in a day or so. Same thing on the woman counterpart in the same situation, in the situation where I saw the women was at fault. They did the same thing. Double down, um, go get with a bunch of friends, talk about your boyfriend, move out, go stay with your mama, uh, mad at each other for a week or so. Then you know what happens? Nobody admits to any wrongdoing. Nobody says I'm sorry. You know what they do? They just both just sweep it on the rug and continue. One day they back fucking again, or one day they back hugging up again, or something like that. And the reason why I'm saying this is because that's serious. That's like at least not being able to take accountability for your actions is akin to not being mature. Mature people take accountability for their actions. And I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think this shit ain't being taught. That's what I think. I think it's not being taught. I think what's happening is people babying their children to the point to where they don't make them take accountability for their actions. So when they grow up and they get into their own relationships, or they get into the real world, they never develop the ability to say, I'm sorry, or never develop the ability to say, that's my fault, or never develop the ability to say, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. So what happens is they end up running away from uh accountability. And what happens is they leave in the wake of that a bunch of hurt, heartache, pain, hurt people, people that's done was good people but got fucked over, and they really did fuck with the people. But since you don't take accountability, since you don't want to take accountability, you don't want to. We could have been friends for 2 years, met each other at work. But since you ashamed to take accountability for you uh telling the boss that I came back from work late, you would just rather not even be my friend no more because you don't want to even take accountability for that. That's the point I'm trying to make. I see a lot of people throwing relationships away. I see a lot of people throwing having children, moving on, when really what it really is you don't want to face accountability and work on what you work and fix it, fix yourself, and fix the situation with a good person. You'll just rather throw the whole situation away and fuck the whole. And the reason why this is bad is because if once that pattern gets set, that's what happens. They continue to go down, the behave that way going forward. You see what I'm saying? Can you imagine having somebody that you care about, that's your friend, that you're in a relationship with, or something that never takes accountability for nothing? You do all kind of wrong, but they don't do no wrong. But they wronger than a bitch every day. But you can't never get them to say I'm sorry to you. I see this shit happening with men and women. I'm telling you this shit now. Trust me, this shit is bad. This shit is bad. And I'm looking at it going forward. It's gonna be a lot of argument, it's gonna be a lot of toxic households. It's gonna be a lot of violence, domestic violence, may even be murders, suicides. shit like that. And it starts, and I'm telling you what I noticed is because, or some of it is because when one person make a mistake, they don't take accountability for it. When the other person say that this is something that bothers me, or something that offended me, or something that uh, I feel like you disrespected me, but I like you, we cool, we family, maybe we may be significant other, but apologize to me, or I would expect an apologize. I would like you to apologize to me because I don't want to just throw this relationship to the side. The people that don't take accountability, they'll throw the whole relationship away. The kids, everybody, fuck you, and it's all because they feel ashamed to say sorry or I apologize. They would rather not break up with you or not be your friend or not speak to you for a year or two when they was the wrong person rather than say I apologize. That's bad. I don't know where y'all grew up how old y'all is, but I was taught manners. I was taught this type of shit growing up. So I understand the importance of saying I'm sorry, taking accountability. So I just wanted to talk about that real quick because it was something that when I noticed a pattern in the last 3 weeks, and I watch people, I watch my friends and family associates and their interactions, and I just noticed that that was a reoccurring theme. And I said, well, damn, I wrote it down on my little notes while I was out and about on my phone, and I said that I would talk about that when I went live again, and I wanted to highlight that it's both male and female now in the younger generation. I noticed this in the younger generation. I'm talking about, teenager all the way up till shit by 30. The younger, that group, they ain't taking accountability. The dudes is doing whatever they want to do, disrespectful uh, to their girl, to themselves, to their children, to their mama, their daddy, whatever. And the girls doing it too. The girls doing it too. So it's just creating a bunch of toxic situations. And I'm just saying. Go ahead, T. What you feel about that?
Yeah, yeah, you hit the nail on the head. I didn't hear no lies. I've noticed it too. Um, because I mean, I've admitted before that I don't apologize unless I truly mean it. But that's not saying that I don't take accountability for my actions. It's just that I don't believe in giving fake apologies just to smooth situations over, if that makes sense. Um, if I'm not truly sorry about some shit, I'm not gonna apologize for it because I just don't. To me, that's just like telling a lie. I'm lying about it. I'm lying about it just to get you off my back, just for the shit to be pushed to the side, just to be put in the past. And then because I don't genuinely mean it, I'm probably gonna end up doing the shit again. So nah, let me be genuine when I apologize about something. But that doesn't mean that I don't acknowledge that I might have done something wrong in that situation. I can say my bad, but a genuine, heartfelt apology for me is something that I genuinely have to mean. Um, but the I call them the participation trophy generation. Like you said, they were not raised to have any type of responsibility for themselves. They were coddled so much that when they get to the real world, they act like they don't know how to function. You have to tell them everything, every little step. That's how this whole adulting shit came about. I mean, it's a whole nother world. I could go off on a tangent, but I'm not. But I've seen it too. I've seen it too, and I've noticed it too. And I really not necessarily blame, but I think one of the causes for the young men not taking accountability where they used to is lack of fathers in the home to show them how to do that. Um, when you see this is your mother's behavior your whole life, even as a young man, you're going to tend to emulate and mirror what you've seen in your household. So if you never had that masculine energy in the household, you tend to be a little bit more effeminate and act more emotional than a typical man would. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but you just, I don't know that that everybody wants to talk about this toxic masculinity thing. I don't think it's necessarily wrong or so damn toxic to be masculine. What's so wrong about that? Like damn, there's a there are two different genders and two different sexes for a reason. We're not supposed to be like the other in every way. This whole, I know I was raised to be feminine, to not put myself on the same uh, level as men because in many ways we are not equal. We're just not. I'm not as strong as a man. I don't have masculine characteristics of being able to do the physicality and be physical and do the physical shit that a man can do. I can't. I just can't. I would never put myself in the same category as a man in a lot of different shit. Now, as far as intelligence, we're equal in that, of course. I believe in equal rights, but it's some shit that is just skewed in one way or the other towards one sex or the other. Period. That's the way I see it. I've been told I've been wrong for that, but whatever. That's how I was raised. There's just some shit that we are not equal in. And when it comes to emotional regulation, we are not equal in that. I will admit, hell yeah, I'm way more emotional than any man I know. But most women that I know are more emotional than most men I know that are in my generation and older. Now, the younger ones, oh my God, the men are just as emotional as the damn women. It's almost like it's a roommate
Not to cut you
situation
off,
where you got, mm-hmm,
not to cut you off, but I just want to say this real quick. If you really look at it, it's supposed to be that way. Like the reason, I don't know all the reasons because I ain't fucking God, but just looking off observation, a woman should be more emotional than her male counterpart. She has to rear children. She should be more uh connected emotionally. She has to nurture. Shit, she got to nurture the man too. Let's start there. Like J May say, we like to be nurtured too. Like mama, she the mama to the children, but she our mama too. Not like literally, but yeah, she take care of us. Like our wives, our significant other does. So it benefits our female counterpart to be emotional in her because of what her role in the shit's supposed to be. And it also benefits the man. The other characteristics that the man has that the woman don't have, it benefits him in what his role's supposed to be as well. Like
absolutely.
you say, men stronger. I supposed to go out there and motherfucking chop that wood. I'm supposed to go out there and lift that car up with my bare hands on one side and snatch that goddamn tire off and change that tire while I'm holding one arm of the car up, one car side of the car with one hand, and I put the tire on with the other hand. You know what I'm saying? Like it's supposed to be that way.
It is, and I laugh at that a little bit because when you say that, my grandfather was a millwright in the mills, right? He was a mechanic. If you don't know what a millwright is, it's a mechanic in the steel mills, and he literally held a station wagon off of himself. He was changing the brakes on the brake pads on the station wagon, and the jack gave out. Like the jack just totally bent, broke. I don't know how the fuck it did, but it did, and it fell on him. And I'm talking about when them old school ain't nothing but steel cars, okay? Because this shit happened before I even moved to Texas. So I was maybe 4 years old when this happened, 4 or 5, around in that age rate. And I could have been 5 because my mom was still living there. So I was about 4. He held the fucking car up until they went and got him hydraulic jack to take the car off of him. Didn't break his forearms, anything, because the car was resting on his forearm. He did fracture his collarbone, but he was back at work within 3 days. He's a strong motherfucker, okay? But yeah, that's why I would never compare myself to a man. After seeing that type of shit, nah, I ain't got that type of strength, buddy. Never will. Don't want that type of strength. Hell. But when you have the emotional intelligence that you have now going on with these couples, 30 and younger, it's almost like having two females living in their house together because they are both emotional. They're both going at each other instead of the man being a little bit more stoic in arguments. Like the example, I'm always going to use my grandfather as an example. Like my grandma, she was rah rah. Oh Lord, that woman was a beast, okay? But my grandfather was so stoic all the time. It was like she very, very rarely rattled him. Like his emotional control was chef kiss A1. I commend that man because it was many times I look at him like, how do you deal with her? And for 50 years, 53 years, oh my God. But nowadays, the man gonna argue back and they gonna be going at it back and forth just like a woman would. So it's almost like you got two women living together versus a man and a woman. That's the good thing about old school men, the balance that they would give to their counterpart, their wives. It was a yin and yang situation. You don't see that a whole bunch anymore. In particular, with men who were raised by single mothers. Like I said, you're gonna mirror what you see in your household. And if you're raised by a woman, you're gonna have a little bit more emotional responses to things than a man who had his father in the household or who was raised by his father. So the balance just isn't there. And in order to have a successful relationship, the balance is going to have to come back in, excuse me, into play. And I don't know how that can happen. It's going to take a lot of work on the men's part and the women too, because I'm not going to say that we blameless and shit. Women are not perfect. We contribute a lot to this shit. Okay. So it just takes a lot of work to get there. And, accountability is it's hard. It's hard to admit you're wrong. I don't care a damn who you are. Nobody wants to be wrong in a situation. But it takes emotional growth and emotional intelligence to be able to admit that you are wrong and
Hold
be
on,
willing
Key.
to
I
work
got a
on it.
question. So, because I'm learning, I'm listening to you, I'm learning. I think you're right. I think, because, okay, so case in point, it depends on the situation whether it hurts me to be wrong. Like, uh, I ain't gonna say it hurt me to be wrong. I can say I could be embarrassed to be wrong, which does kind of hurt. You know what I mean? It hurts to be embarrassed. But I'm gonna say this. I think for me, listen to other people. I think people think that I debate to be right. That's not the truth. I debate because I think I'm right. But if I'm debating and I'm faced with the truth, I will concede immediately because I don't debate to be right. I debate because I think I'm right. So the point of the difference is I just want the truth, whether it's you telling the truth or whether it's I'm telling the truth. If I hear the truth, whether I'm on the opposite side of it or not, I'm going to concede to that because the object is not to argue. I never want to argue, but I argue a lot or debate a lot to where I think people think that I like to debate and argue. I don't. It's shit's draining. I do it because I just ain't finna let the motherfucker sit up here and tell me something, and I know it to not to be true. or if we in the doing an activity. And I know this is not what we're supposed to be doing. I know if I go down this case in point, my daughter sent me to the goddamn store the other night, right? I had to buy some ingredients for some food that we was having at the party, right? At my daughter's birthday party, right? Now her auntie cooking the food, but they sent me to get the shit. My daughter did because she wanted to put on her clothes for the party, and she figured that she could be doing that while I was at the grocery store buying the ingredients. So before I pull off, I say, hold on, all of this shit that y'all sending me for, I never cooked this shit before. So I don't know what some of these items are, what they look like, where to find them, um, or the quantity that you need to make these dishes that y'all gonna make because I never made these dishes before. So I knew that if I didn't get her to give me some clarification on this grocery list, that when I get in the stove, I'm gonna be lost like a motherfucker, and it's gonna waste time. Do you know she got mad at me and we couldn't? She pretty much just told me, "Well, Dad, I don't know. Just go to the stove and FaceTime me, um, so that when you get to the store, so I can show you what you're supposed to get." Now, in my mind, I already knew the obstacle that was gonna come with this shit. In my mind, I wouldn't have even sent me to the store. I would have sent somebody to the store, like the auntie who cooking the shit, because she know exactly what to get. I don't know what no rotel is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what rotel is. I told her that when I get to the store, it's some fucking tomatoes. Nigga, why the shit don't say tomatoes in the can? This shit say rotel. You see the point I'm trying to make, though, T?
Yeah, yeah. I see exactly the point you're trying to make. And actually, if it was me, I wouldn't even went because, like you said, I don't know what I'm doing. Why the hell are you sending me? Um, I've been there before in situations like that, so I feel you. But I, me myself, this is speaking just for me. I debate only if I know I'm right about something. So yes, I am debating to be right because I know I'm right. If I don't know something, you're never gonna get an argument out of me, or you're never gonna get a debate out of me with it because I don't know. So I'm easy to you got that. If you say so, whatever you say, until I do my research. And if you're right, you're right. But if you're wrong, I'll bring it back to you. No, you know what? Remember we talked about such and such the other day? Well, I went and did some research and this is what I found. Period. Leave it alone after that. Um, but I don't like arguing with people. I don't mind a lively debate, but I don't like arguing with people.
But you
It
almost
just
cut. I want to say this too. That's one thing that I noticed about fake Timu Chain Man and Big Back Mickey. Throughout our correspondence and our conversations where we would have differences of opinion, they would get upset when it was a difference of opinion. And to the point to they would lie just because they was on the opposite side of what somebody else was on. Like case in point, when I said that that I said that I wonder who we doing Young Thug Out, she said that he had a you can get he had a one you can get a beautician or something to do his hair. Now I've been to jail. I know goddamn well ain't no beauticians up in that motherfucker other than what that nigga name Teasy, Los, whichever one of them old block niggas that's up in there doing hair.
it's close.
But I
It's
knew
close.
I knew that men's is the only ones that do men's hair in jail. She gonna double down and say, no, you can schedule a beautician to come to do your hair while you're in jail. That's bullshit. That's a bold faced fucking lie. She lied just because we was on live on camera and she didn't want to concede that she was wrong. Back to fake Timu chain, man. When I said that it's people that will shoot you or kill you right in front of police, he said, no, it ain't. These niggas, that's what we're talking about, the Dolph shit and all this shit, the Gotti and shit and the protecting Angela Simpson. No, it ain't. It ain't no niggas gonna kill you, shoot you in front of police. These niggas ain't gonna build like that. Y'all remember, y'all saw the live, he went crazy enough. And then in the same, I'm sure the live's still up if y'all want to go see it. It's on his page. It's probably on my page. In the same conversation, he said he knew somebody that had did that. I say, shit, did goddamn Lil Tim kill Lil Vaughn right in front of the police? Wasn't the police right motherfucking there? Oh, no, man. Nah. You know what I'm saying? I say all that to say this. He lied. He said that wasn't no man do that. But then in that same conversation, he said he knew one guy that had did that. I don't know the guy, but it was some guy that he said he knew. So I thought to myself, but you just said that when nobody do that. But then you say that you know somebody that did that. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the shit that I'm talking about. Like, they ain't looking for the truth. They want to be right. That's the difference. Like, I speak because I think I'm right. But I don't speak when I don't think I'm right. I just listen, or I ask you a question so that you can educate me on the subject so I can learn from you. When you hear me quiet and letting y'all talk and listen, I'm learning, I'm listening. I'm like, cause this is shit I don't really know about. You feel me? So I'm not gonna get in that conversation knowing that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I only talk about shit that I know a little bit about or a lot about. They opposite. Like, and I don't like that. I don't like because the truth, we not at that point, we not getting to the truth. What we doing is a battle of egos now. It's who right and who wrong.
Yeah, I agree with that. And like I said, I'm only going to debate something if I know I'm right. But that's because I've learned about this topic, or I've done research on it, or whatever, or I know about it because I read a book on it, or whatever. That's the only reason I'm going to debate you about something. Like, case in point, me and my cousin-in-law. I was at my cousin's house when I think it was a Thanksgiving. It was either Thanksgiving or Christmas. I can't remember, but he used the derogatory term midget. And I was like, that's not cool for you to say that no more, right? That's a derogatory term. No, that's the medical term for no, it's not. The medical term, if you're gonna use it, is a dwarf. It's not a midget. Oh no, that's the medical term for that. I said, uh, sorry, love. I know what I'm talking about. The medical
The
term
medical
is
term
dwarfism.
actually a slur, nigga. That's like calling me a nigga.
Thank
You know
you.
what I'm
And I
saying?
said the medical term is dwarfism. They prefer to be called a dwarf or a little person. I said, how about this? Prove your theory. It's a little person that live down the street from y'all, right? Go go ahead. Go ring that man doorbell and call him a midget to his face. If you don't get kicked in the balls, you were right. If you do, I was right. So my cousin, who is his wife, was sitting there. She laughing. I was like, and I don't know why you sitting there laughing. You a fucking nurse. You know the damn medical term is dwarfism, and they prefer to be called a dwarf or a little person, correct? And she was like, yeah, I just thought it was funny. So I wasn't gonna,
You can
I
call them
wasn't
little
gonna let
people,
y'all.
but midget,
Yeah.
no.
I said, well, you need to teach your husband because he's gonna go down the street and call this man a bitch and get hit in the nuts, and that shit ain't gonna be cool because y'all trying to have a baby. So you might want to teach him. And that's a case where, yeah, I'm going to definitely debate you down to the ground because I know I'm right. It ain't nowhere in hell I'm wrong. I know I'm right, and I'm going to debate you on that. But had I not known, I wouldn't have said a word because I don't know. I don't want to make myself look stupid. So I'm just gonna sit back and whatever you say, but I'm gonna go and do my research later. A lot of people just aren't willing to do that. So like I said, you just don't want to be wrong. So you just refuse to take accountability in the situation because you just don't want to be wrong. I don't mind being wrong. But like I put it this way, even when I'm wrong, if I said it in a way that hurts your feelings, I'm going to apologize. Um, because I don't like my feelings to be hurt, you know. Um, or even if I'm right, but I said it in a way that hurts your feelings. That's what I'm trying to say. Even if I'm right and I said it in a way that hurts your feelings, I'm going to apologize. Not for being right, but for hurting your feelings because I just don't want to do that to people because I'm sensitive. I don't like nobody hurting my feelings. I don't want to put that shit on nobody else. So I apologize, not for what I said, but for how I said it. Because I know my delivery can be harsh on a lot of shit. It's gotten a lot better over the years, believe it or not, and I'm still harsh as hell. Um, but if you think this is harsh, man, you should have known me 20 years ago. Nobody would have been able to tolerate that shit. So I've gotten a little bit better, but with age comes wisdom, you know, and with wisdom comes, your actions being different. You change. With wisdom comes change. So, I'm better, but not perfect because nobody's perfect. We're all gonna make these damn mistakes, but you just gotta know when to fess up and be like, you know what, you're right, my bad. Sometimes my bad can fix everything. You ain't even got to give a deep down to your soul apology. Nah, sometimes just be like, you know what, you're right, my bad. And that solved everything. But everybody wants to be right. You know what? And I think part of the problem is everybody is so self-centered now. It used to be more of a community where you actually gave a damn about the people around you, but now everything is so individualized. And these kids don't have the socialization that we had growing up, where we was outside all day, every day with our friends. Especially during the summer shit. They didn't see us during the summers. They put us out in the morning and we didn't come back until it was dark or the street lights came on. And you had to negotiate with your friends all day, every day. You learned how to do that. You learned how to communicate with one another. But when it evolved from, doing that to now your parents have to make play dates for you to socialize, it's a lot that got lost in translation there, because your socializing is turned into a phone screen. They don't know how to talk to each other. Shit, I've seen my sister and her friend literally sit right next to each other and be texting each other back and forth. I'm like, y'all sitting right next to each other. You can't talk to each other. What's the fucking point of spending the night with each other if y'all gonna sit up here and text each other? Y'all could have did that at home. That blew my mind the first time I saw that shit. But that's how they do. So they're not used to having to work out problems with their words with each other in the moment. Because you could take all day to respond to a text and you can get your shit just perfect of how you want to say it. Versus when you're in the heat of an argument with someone, in the heat of the moment, your words aren't always going to be perfect. But you have to keep going with the conversation until you reach a happy medium. That shit just don't happen like that, number one. So they just really just don't have the interpersonal connection with each other and knowing how to navigate these relationships around them to be able to even begin to accept accountability for shit. Because everybody thinks they're right. Everybody thinks they're a know-it-all. Everybody knows everything, right? Especially with these damn phones when all you got to do is pick it up and say, hey Siri, such and such and such and such, and you have the answer at less than a second. So it's a lot of, I would say, technology that has caused a lot of this shit too. Because the more technologically advanced we become, the further apart we become as far as a community. You just don't have the shit like you used to, where, you used to have the community barbecues. I know we did back in the hood, where everybody would be out on the block, like block parties and shit, like literally closing off the street. And it ain't no damn permits or shit needed because the damn police is right there with you because they part of the damn neighborhood. You done closed off the block. Everybody come out with their barbecue pits and shit and having a good time. You go from house to house eating whatever you want. It ain't no big deal, to where now you don't even know who your damn neighbors are half the time.
Take a step further than that. See, just me, I'm more comfortable approaching a woman on the internet than I am in real life. Like, don't get it twisted. I am from the age where before the internet, so and I'm a talker, so I do not approach a woman in real life, but it's definitely more nerve wracking to do it in public in real person than it is through a goddamn computer, and that's a byproduct of the goddamn internet.
Yeah, and I'm not saying it's just younger people that are affected. We are too, obviously. Um, you know, because I can't tell you when the last time I have been approached in public by a man, honestly. But somebody stay in my damn DMs trying to get my phone number or wanting to know this, that, and the much. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Um, it's just almost like you're scared to talk to people. And then shit, another reason is you don't know how people gonna act. People crazy nowadays. It's a totally different thing. People are less approachable nowadays too, because everybody seems like they're in such a rush to do everything that they can't even take 5 minutes of their time to say hi, how you doing? Oh, can I get your number? It's okay. Like they would be offended if you stop them, you know, to talk to them for a second because they so busy they got shit to do and I'm in a rush or whatever. It is everybody has blinders on. They're just looking at the objective. It's like you forget about there's a world around you and you're not the only one in it. I hope that, like I said, they can everybody can start doing the work on themselves because nobody's perfect. That we can all, work to be better people. I strive daily to be a little bit better each day than I was the day before. And it's not easy, you know, looking at yourself and really evaluating yourself and telling yourself the truth about yourself. I think it's the hardest thing that you can do because nobody ever wants to think negatively of themselves. But of course, there's some negative aspects about everybody. So to really do that introspection or introspective look at yourself is one of the hardest things you can do. I know it's one of the hardest things I had to do, but I had to do it in order to be a better person because I was miserable being who I was before. Like I said, that Tennille from 20 years ago, I wouldn't want to be bothered with her. And hell, it was me. So can you imagine not want to be bothered with yourself because you that miserable of a damn person? Nah, I had to do the work. It wasn't easy. She broke me down at times, but I came out on the other side a much better person. I have better understanding of myself, who I really am, who I strive to be, um, and who I want others to see me as versus what they saw me as before. And you can really tell you've done the work and you've grown as a person when other people around you start noticing the change. So I knew it wasn't just me who saw a difference in me. It was the people around me who saw a difference. And that's when, it really propelled me to do more work and become even better because people noticed the change and saw the growth. And I hope that other people can get in that same mode where you just want to grow and be better because you don't want to stay in these damn toxic ass relationships. Like, that's one of the most miserable things on the planet is to be living in a house with somebody that you can't stand and can't stand you, you know? So who the hell
Yeah,
wants
I
to
know.
put
I done been
themselves
there. Hell yeah, it's miserable.
who wants to put themselves in that situation, knowingly when you can do better, So that's just how I see it.
Facts. Yeah, I appreciate. I like to take T. You actually said some things that I'm gonna think about. I told you I'll be listening, I'll be learning. So you said some stuff that I'm gonna remember and that stuck out to me, and I'm gonna be paying attention to them shits within myself and in other people as well, and try to try to learn because I felt like you said some stuff that I needed to hear and actually kind of made me look at things a little different. I'm finna go on and get out of here, T. Um, what we was 3 hours and 30 minutes. You want to say your shout outs or your goodbyes or anything?
Well, I'm just glad that you came back because, like I said, these YouTube streets was a little dry without you. But as always, shout out to my girl, Invisible Woman. Still wishing you the best in your healing journey. And I miss Edie tonight, so shout out to her. Uh, Audio Crack 22, always miss him when he's not present. And yeah, that's about it. It was good to see SLK and nephew and who else am I missing? SLK nephew and it's Aaron's way in the chat. And I hope you don't be gone as long again. That's all I'm gonna say. But
Good. I
I'll
ain't gonna be
definitely
gone
be.
this long. I was just ripping and running, and them children had me stressed out. I'm telling you, I've been the children had me stressed out. I'm talking about, and then my grandbabies and stuff like that. So no, I won't be gone that long. And I was actually still watching social media and writing down the things that it was happening. I just was moving around a lot. But I love you, Tanel. Shout out to my girl Tanel. Shout out to Invisible Woman Adrian. We wish you well on your healing journey. You know how you know you family girl. Shout out to Eddie, Nay said it, Audio Crack 22, SLK, something like Cloud TV, Yo, Inglewood, um, Anonymous Ones, Deputy Eula, it's Aaron's Way. The chicks 1,000. I'm just shouting out all my moderators right now, y'all. Shouting out all my moderators. Um, it's a little late and I'm a little tired, but we will go live again tomorrow. And this beautiful young lady that's on the screen, rest in peace to my friend, my home girl. She lost her life. Her name is Worm. My condolences to her family. My condolences to the loved ones. She leaves behind 3 children. I think she got three. Hold on, she got four. She got two from one of the legits. Then she got two more. So yeah, she got 4 kids. She leaves behind 4 kids. Um, it's just so sad. She was so beautiful, so full of life. She lost her life in a car accident. They pulled the plug on her today. She was in a car accident like 2 days ago, maybe three, and they just pulled the plug on her today. Her daughter, her last daughter, lost her father 3 months ago. He was murdered. So her last child, lost her mama and her daddy within 3 months of each other. So we're gonna do a candlelight visual for her tomorrow at 8 p.m. Um, yeah, but rest in peace to my home girl, man.
Yeah, my condolences to everybody, and her family, her friends. Um, Best wishes to her daughter on her healing journey as she, recovers from the car accident. It's just tragic. My heart goes out to all of them.
But I'm finna get out of here, man. Y'all have a good evening, man. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna go live again tomorrow. I do have more topics, but it's just getting late, and I was getting a little sleepy and a little tired, so I'm gonna go and get out of here. But we did 3 hours and 30 minutes, so I appreciate you, Tanel. I love
Uh,
you.
uh, love you too. You have a good night.
All right. Shout out to 985J. Shout out Richard Supreme. Shout out to Denise. Shout out to LaCrystal. Shout out to uh Slime Life Max. Shout out to uh who that was. think it was Maya the model. Shout out to all y'all, man. Shout out to all y'all. I'm finna get on out of here. Um, but we'll be back tomorrow. Though. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You feel like donating, donate to the Cash App, man. Y'all already know your boy demonetized, so I'm doing all this, you know, just because I love to do it and I fuck with y'all. And you know, it is what we this what it is. It's a family over here. Good night. Appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. We'll be back tomorrow. Chill.